notification.
All right. I can hear myself in the background.
Okay.
Oh man, so
on Dane's phone.
how do we take this off? Okay, how do we start this off? What do you guys want to talk about today?
We can talk about the Watch Wednesday.
All right, drugs and rock and roll. That's today's topic.
I can hear myself. This is awesome.
All right.
Okay,
Well, so it's raining, you know. It was fun to wash your girlfriend's car in the rain. That was cool.
she's not my girlfriend.
Fiance.
She's my fiance. I'm actually marrying that girlfriend.
Very excited
Well, she's
for
still
you.
your girlfriend until it happens. So
I'm
So,
excited.
I
I'm
would just,
excited
like-
that you're going to be getting hitched, and while she's out at her bachelor party,
while she's out on parole.
Yeah,
on her bachelorette party,
this weekend
is her bachelorette party.
It is, yeah. So this weekend
goodness.
I am
Going to the strip club.
no,
Oh,
I'm not doing that. That's actually in 2 weekends from now.
2 weekends.
Yeah,
You heard it here first, folks.
going out to the clubs, as some would say, for a good time.
But so tonight, so you have her car for the next couple days. So
Yeah.
we were going to work on it a little bit today, but
We did work on it a little bit.
It rained a lot.
Yeah. So technically, it's a clean car,
Yeah.
still kind of.
Well, it got rained on it.
Hit it with some waterless and call it good.
And then I've been stuck in the land of
Of the UK.
the UK. So I've been working on our logistics for our trip and trying to get train pricing and all kinds of stuff, figuring out rooms, and
There's a lot to figure out.
there's a lot of stuff, and that's just part of it.
Yeah.
So then I called our friend over there and said, I need help. What day are you doing this? What are we doing this? When are we going here? I reached out to Jim White. Hopefully he'll write back.
There's just a lot.
Got to get a hold of John
It's like
Hull.
going to a whole new country over there.
It is. It really is.
So what's that world called in Game of Thrones? What's it called?
Westeros.
Westeros is the.
That's where I feel like we're going. I feel like we're going to Westeros.
We're
and, and we're not sure where. What's the main capital?
London.
No, in Game of Thrones.
King's Landing.
King's Landing. I feel like London is King's Landing, and we're not quite sure, but we're going to what's the other? Winterfell.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh crap, we're at Winterfell, next to Jim White.
We gotta go north.
Yeah.
We're gonna fly into King's Landing, then we gotta head north.
To Winterfell.
Well, we'll probably stop in River Run first, and then
Okay.
we'll make our way up north to Winterfell.
Okay.
You guys
And then
have
we're gonna
fun.
make
I'm just
our
chilling in Dorne.
we'll make our way back down to Dragonstone.
Yeah.
For Waxstock, because I think that's where it's being held this year.
Yeah.
is in Dragonstone.
Congratulations. I think we've lost half our audience.
So
I don't know.
Then we'll make our way back to King's Landing to fly out.
Fun fact, though, I actually have been watching.
I know,
I'm
amazing.
catching up as fast as I possibly can. I have to make up for 5
There's
years.
a lot to follow.
I have to make up for like 5 years in like a month, and so I'm trying to do that, which is fun though, because I'm
I bet. You
I
just
haven't seen
immersed
any
yourself.
of this stuff,
Yeah.
so I'm like, wow, I can't wait to. It's
Yeah.
like watching Breaking Bad for the first time, or whatever.
Oh, that show was so good to watch.
Oh, man, Breaking
as it
Bad
happened.
is-
Oh.
Well, I'd say it's just as addictive as the meth that was in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, just as addictive. No, one thing I wanted to let everybody know. Thank you guys all for being on the
Q&A.
live
course,
Q&A.
yeah.
This is awesome, and we're here early, like right on time, which is awesome. So we're not
That
late.
gives us like
which
the
is
full
great.
2 hours
Yeah.
to try and hang
So
with
a
you guys.
couple things. Business first. If you haven't already, go
Sign
watch,
up for the business program. Oh,
go
okay,
watch
sorry.
the Wash Wednesday so Dane can
Yeah.
get off of our backs. Please
I
go
don't know
watch
what's
it.
going on.
Go
The
watch
YouTube
it.
algorithm
It's
hates
super
us.
fun. Go watch it. Check it out.
Yeah.
And then that was Anthony
was
just
weird.
giving a little hype.
Now we're gonna get copyright.
hyping it up.
Awesome.
That happened.
Punish
then-
our channel more.
Second, here's the second one. If you're not signed up for our newsletter and our email blast that we do for upcoming sales, please go to theragcompany.com and go right to the bottom of the page and sign up.
Click it or ticket.
You think
Sign
he's
up.
joking? He's serious. We don't spam you.
We don't spam you. We only tell you when we have a sale. So
Yeah.
tomorrow, an email blast is going out for a sale for the weekend, which is one of our buy this, get that
Sales, yeah.
which everybody loves. So, for instance, as an example,
Not a real thing.
not a real
Okay.
thing, you buy a bundle of towels,
Mm-hmm.
like let's say like a 4-pack or
Oh,
5-pack
wow,
of
yeah.
Eagles.
Oh, very nice.
We'll throw in something You get it for free. Don't know what it is.
Buy this, get that sale.
But it's
you
a buy this,
and you get
and
that
you
thing.
get that for free. So
When you get the email blast, you'll know what you're getting.
if you're signed up. So go to theragcompany.com, give us your email address. That way, not only do you get a 15% off coupon for signing up, but then you get to know when all the sales are or when new videos are dropping and things like that, you know?
And here, for the folks who are like paranoid about their email address or something, if you're that worried about it, just create a new one and just make it like, this is my sale information email.
Yeah.
You can do that. It's not hard to create a new
Check
Gmail
those
or
often,
something,
Dane.
so.
The sale information email. I have one of those. It's called my spam email. And I often do not check that.
Make sure you whitelist us.
Yeah.
If,
Yeah,
you're
that
looking
too.
for information, because people are always asking. I want to know.
I
want
never
to find
get it.
out
Oh,
when
went
a
to my
sale
spam,
is
went to my
happening, so
clutter.
that I don't find out when it's too late. Okay, email newsletter. Bam, you
Yeah.
got it.
We're not like
Soonest to find out.
I've signed up with other companies on things, and they send them out every time they breathe.
Yeah,
We don't have that.
We don't do that.
We literally send an email out right before we have a sale.
There's not a robot sending it. It's an actual person.
Yeah.
And she's very nice.
Yeah, it is an actual person,
So,
Stacy.
And she has feelings, so
Yeah.
please do not unsubscribe to our email
So every time
newsletter.
she sends you an email, it's because she cares.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Anyway, all right, let's get started.
housekeeping
Dane's
out of the
getting
way.
phone calls
Let's-
coming through
Yeah.
already.
Spam
caller
calls.
number 1.
That was a
You're
robot
on.
call.
Oh,
Speaking
it
of
was,
robots.
that was a robot call? Okay.
Frickin'
All
robot
right,
call.
Dan Pfeiffer. Word up from Minneapolis. What's up, Dan?
What's up, Dan?
Dan says contact angle seems to be the latest buzzword people throw around without really knowing what it means or why it matters. Any clarity on contact angle would be appreciated. Too much BS out there.
You're talking to the right guy, because Levi's been talking about contact angle for real for years.
Yeah. So basically, the simplest answer is old school math. Got a protractor, gives you the degrees. We all know 90 degrees is looks like this. It's like an L, right?
I
All of us
always
know that,
if
right?
somebody's ever says, "Hey, I'm cold," I say, "Well, go stand in the corner. It's 90 degrees."
That's right. It's nice and warm. So a 90-degree angle is like this, right?
He's already a dad.
So as
I
a
know.
hear it.
I know.
as you
love
lower
it.
that contact angle, right? That little the mouth gets smaller, right? You
Talking
increase the
Pac-Man
contact angle or the angle itself. The number grows.
No.
It widens out. So, what that basically in terms of surface tension and surface technology is a bead. So a water bead is like a perfect circle, and when it hits that surface, there's only so much or percentage of that actually sits on the surface. Now, on an unprotected vehicle,
No.
how many times have we sprayed water on a car and it just pools or sits and collects and doesn't actually go anywhere? Where today, Anthony, what happened when you were spraying your fiance's car?
It's amazing. It was
Water just danced.
it
It almost
just-
like it didn't want to
was-
stay on
It was
it.
like seizuring
Yeah.
on
So
the side of my car.
yeah. So
More of a
basically,
oots-oots.
if you guys can see this, so if this is representing a water droplet and it hits the surface, the contact angle is quite low, right? Mm-hmm. As we increase the contact angle, more and more of the water droplet is
It's actually a
is
very good example.
more of a sphere, and less of the water is actually in contact with the surface. So as we increase that contact angle, we create more of a perfect circle or bead.
That can roll.
And that bead now has that capability to roll or fall off the surface because it can't sit on that. It doesn't get to sit in that little
That crevice.
crevice
think-
anymore. Basically, we've created a ramp.
I think a future detox episode we need to do is beading versus sheeting and explaining that whole thing, because I've seen that tossed around so much on forums,
Now,
online
that
comment
changes.
sections. People,
Sheeting and beading is totally different than
yeah.
contact angles.
Well, but I mean, just that's a topic of conversation that people go nuts over. So it's
Yeah.
something to be addressed.
So any protected surface will have a really good contact angle. That contact angle may be 90 degrees, maybe 80 degrees, maybe 100 degrees. That's all well and good. So you've seen C-Quartz UK and TiO2 and C-Quartz 110. A lot of these coatings say that they have a contact angle of 110 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's obviously in relation. That means it's pretty good because it's more than 90. So yeah, so it's 110 degree contact angle. So there are a lot of great products that increase there. When you can go above that 110 degrees and you go up maybe 115 and 120, that makes products extremely slick and makes things not want to stay on the surface. So that's why contact angle is such a big deal, because it likes to keep things slippery. Easiest way. Like you're never going to have anything stick. So any detailer, we could get turtle wax, old school wax, put it on, and we'd increase that contact angle on the surface. That's all it means, is how well will repel that water and how much product will actually stay on the surface. Yeah. So anyway, Dr. Sudsy's in the house. Hello from Missouri.
Hey.
Kenzie's Garage says hello.
Hello.
Hansi, Q&A day again.
Hello, Hans.
Prime Detail, what's up, fellas?
What's up, right back?
Matt Gibb, good afternoon, my friends from across the pond. Levi, have you had a chance to compare the Roops Melee wools against the Euro wool and Lake Country wools? I'm going to test all pads and make a giant chart.
I believe him.
I agree that Matt will do that. But, Matt, I really like the new Lake Country lowland wools, and I really like the Rupes wools. I have not tried the Buff and Shine Euro wools yet, though.
But we have them now. So.
We don't have the Euro wools. We have Euro Fiber and Euro Foam.
I mixed up with the Euro Fiber.
Yeah. We do have the Lake Country lowland wools and the Rupes wools. So you can check those out if you want. Adam Thurman says, what's good? Delphine, hey, everybody, I want to apply. Okay. Send a resume to info@theragcompany.com. Chicago Auto Pros Big Old Tall. Well, see you later. All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Do you know what that's from?
No.
Are you kidding me?
I just love that.
It's from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, nice. That's a good
Big
line.
Gulp, huh?
Well, see
you later.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
I'm glad he's hanging out in here with us. That's fun.
Oh, man.
Dr. Sudsy, LMAO, I see now why everyone's laughing. Delphine Bez, a new wax. After a stripper wash and Iron X, do I really need to use IPA to remove the first wax? No, not really, but it's always good to just clean the surface of anything left over from the Iron X.
Yeah. It depends on what you're planning to do that day.
Yeah. Lost our screen there. All right.
And it's back.
All right. Kenzie's Garage wanted to ask right away, I have seen dilution ratios of Breakbuster for the IK 1.5 foam being 5-to-1 dilution. What about for the IK9? Anthony, is there any preferred dilution for that one? And what do you guys recommend?
I don't think he said Anthony. I think
Anthony is the IK whisperer.
Pretty sure he directed that to Anthony.
It
says Anthony right there on the board.
I have whispered to a few IKs, right? And I like to think that the results have been fairly well for myself.
Well, my favorite video is you arguing with Matt Mormon on his channel about IK sprays.
I didn't argue with him. I put Matt in his place, is what I did.
That's such a great video. If you haven't seen it, guys, watch it. They get
me
sassy,
right now.
and it's
Actually,
great.
Don't go watch that. Go watch the new Wash Wednesday so that Dane can
sleep at night.
Even better, please do that.
Don't watch the old videos that we've made. Watch the newest one that's out today, right now. You too could enjoy the wonderful world of Anthony and Wash Wednesday.
I guess getting into this, so Breakbuster, so 5-to-1, that's probably the most concentrated I would go with Breakbuster in the 1.5. Ideally, you'd probably want to go 7-to-1. I found that Breakbuster tends to foam and work with very little product and a lot of water, and it does a great job. Jumping up into the IK9, I would probably go for around that 7-to-1 dilution ratio. So basically, you have 8 parts in total. You have 169 ounces in that 5 liters. So what's 169 divided by 8?
I don't know math.
I'm not sure either.
I'm just leaving it very quiet because I don't know your answer.
22?
I'm a detailer.
22? Is it? I don't know.
Let me get my trusty calculator out here.
169 divided by 8.
Is
it 20-something?
I got to find my calculator first.
How is this taking?
All right,
169 divided by 8.
Divided by 8. 21.
Okay.
0.125.
That was a pretty good guess. Okay, so there you go. So you're pretty much doing 21 ounces of Breakbuster in that 160-something ounces of that 5 liter, and then filling the rest up with water into that 5 liter line. And you should have a ready-to-go wheel cleaning solution, dilution package 2.0.
Nice. There we go.
Okay.
Tom Kirby says, Anthony, wait till you ride the tube to Knightsbridge. Yeah.
Where's Knightsbridge at?
I don't know. He just says, get ready to
I'm
ride
just
the
leaving
tube.
The mystery there. Tom
Just
knows
says,
what he's talking about.
yeah. It's
Last
his name's Kirby Thompson.
Oh, the last
Man,
tube I read
me up
didn't
every
end
time.
too well for me. So
Yeah.
we got Hayden Jarvis. What should I do with the leftover Breakbuster in my IQ 1.5 foamer?
Use it.
The way I look at it is that if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay, that's not totally true.
Just pour it back in the bucket.
You can store
it's
it in the
diluted at that
foamer unpressurized for a period of time. I typically tell people you don't want to store product for longer than a week if you can avoid it. Another thing you can do if you're worried about the tubing inside the 1.5, you can always take off the black head off the sprayer, put some tin foil over the actual, tub, whatever you want to, put some tinfoil, rubber band it, and seal it to where you could save that product for next time. Really, like the only, I guess the worst part you would see about leaving the top of the sprayer on is that maybe some premature wear on those tubes, possibly some product getting sucked up into those tubes.
I mean, you can pour it into another sealable container if you use it within the.
Just don't
The
get
key
it.
is
Don't
just
get it mixed
leave
up with your
and
Kool-Aid.
don't leave it pressurized in the
Yeah.
system either.
Yeah, pressure bad if left there.
So, going beyond
Matt
that, so we got
Gibb.
Matt Gibb again, Rupes Lake Country Buff and Shine, Flexi Pads, Viperline, Geckatex, blue and white foams, and Asian short wools. Anthony, you do not look 30 years old. You look much younger.
I feel like those two lines are thought of disconnected somehow.
I feel like that did get disconnected, and Matt, I think you're trying to butter me up because I feel like I look 30. Do I not look 30?
You don't look 30. You're only 29. What are you talking about?
You're correct.
Guys,
that is
you're
the
seeing him on
proper-
camera. In person,
Boom.
he looks like 50, so...
Dane.
That was really nice
How
of you,
could you
Dane.
say that in front of all these nice
Dane's
people?
just jealous because he is 30.
Dane, you are 30.
I'm
You're
actually 30,
you are old.
So.
All right.
I'm the
Stephen
old
Bassett
man.
says, what's up, guys? Is there a drying towel that is better for drying after a rinseless wash with O&R? Wondering if a longer nap is better since the dirt is on the vehicle, albeit encapsulated. The Platinum Pluffle would be perfect for you there, Stephen.
Yeah.
Could check it out. Ryan Ellinger, you guys watch Matt's video about coatings versus wax, and what's your guys' opinions on that? I didn't watch it.
I did.
That's the one where he's at Rupes.
It's
still,
very
right?
controversial.
Oh, boy.
Is that? Can I say that?
I don't think it's controversial. If we're the age-old question of coatings versus wax,
No, I think it's
wax
controversial because, and I mean that's the reason why I say that is because basically what it's doing is because Dylan and Jason are teaching that.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan and Jason know what they're talking about. It's great, right? But Matt's translation of that, right? Matt taking that information, but then and like-minded people like Matt taking that information are like, oh, coatings are scary, right? And coatings are I don't want to do that, right? Whereas before there wasn't that much thought that went into it until that interpretation of that information came through. And I don't even think that Dylan and Jason meant that interpretation to be taken like that. And not that I think he left it pretty open-ended, but he left it open-ended in the way that he delivered it to his audience saying, here's this information. I know how you're going to take this, and I know how you're going to run with it. So go. Be free.
Have fun.
Light the cities on fire. Burn down Winterfell. Maybe not burn down Winterfell, but you know what I mean. It's along those lines.
Yeah.
So
my thing is, I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to say yay or nay. But when I first started doing coatings, was very cautious.
Yeah.
Because of the damage that you could do, the high spots you could incur, the temperatures and cruising and all that kind of stuff that gets a little weird. So I did a lot of due diligence, and I worked on them for a year.
Yeah.
Before I felt comfortable enough to even sell them to customers. So I think it doesn't matter what you're doing, but I also think it goes right back to delivering on your customers' expectations. You can't sell everybody a coating, and not everybody deserves a coating. So sometimes you got to just have wax or a sealant or a spray or whatever. So that's kind of how I approach that. Christopher Horton, Stephen Bassett, try the double twister or the twist and shout if you like a twist loop. Thanks, Chris. Prime Detail, how can we sign up for the business program if we're not a business yet?
It's legible. That's all that matters.
I don't know, Prime Detail. I think the business program allows you, if you're a manager of a business, you're able to sign up for it.
So if you're
check it out.
if you're not a business yet, I would say try to legitimize yourself and then sign up for it.
Yeah. Danny Israel, I missed watching last week and all the cruise talk. We were in Puerto Rico on a cruise just a few weeks before Levi was there last year. Oh, thanks, Danny.
Did you
nice.
bump into Luke while you were out there by chance?
No, he was on a cruise last year before I was.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Hot cruise talk. John Smith, yo, how to clean properly fender well carpets. I can't get them clean because the dirt is so stuck in the carpet fibers. Any advice? Thanks in advance. You just got to throw them away. Replace them with plastic.
Womp.
You just got to pressure washer and scrub them. But realistically, man, it's kind of a lost cause. There's not much you can do. I hate the carpeted fender well liners just for that reason. So
all about that NVH.
Yeah, Dane loves NVH stuff. I don't know what that means.
Noise, vibration, harshness. That is a technical term in the car industry.
It's also known as carpet.
I like that noise. Give me that noise.
Ryan Rigdon, hey guys, longtime detailer, been using an 8-inch rotary since the 90s. Huh? Still get great results from it. What modern machine pads and polishes should I try? Anything from Rupes, man. Honestly.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. It's a full system, total solution package.
Chances are there's a distributor near you.
Or if you really like Flex machines, Flex makes some great products as well.
It depends on like what you're
Flex
trying to do.
Flex does make some good stuff.
If you want forced rotation, you can definitely get a Flex like 3401.
There you go, Dane. Nice. Yeah. Or if you're a DA fan, that XFE 15 will work as well. Yeah. But realistically, for a full solution, you can get with the Rupes line because they've got pads and products all designed for people who are making that transition and starting out. So maybe coming from a rotary, I was one of those guys.
Also, look up the iBread. It's cool.
Christopher Horton says, the Wash Wednesday is awesome. Levi, where can I get those Elantra stickers? From our website. Literally type in, like, my other cars in Elantra. I think they're still on the website.
They may look like a joke, but they really exist.
They're on there. Yeah. And, yes, I did put one on Morgan's car the other day.
She was so happy about that.
She kept it on there. It's still on there. She's rolling it because she knows that the Elantra is a high-performance machine and wants to show it off.
Has to run with the wolves.
Yeah, Wake Up Never Early says, should you wait to clean off bugs from your car until you wash it or a few times a week and clean them off every day? Love bugs are bad here in Florida right now. Thanks. I feel bad for you. I've been seeing some of those love bug photos. I do not wish that hell upon anybody.
It's like a massacre. It's a massacre. I mean, I feel like that would total out a car in certain situations.
It makes me, ill.
I saw somebody post in the Obsessed Garage group, a car that had just been hammered.
Well, I sit there and I think to myself, what do you do?
You need a pressure washer. You pressure wash it.
Oh, yeah, I know, but you pressure wash it, right? But then you cannot get to all of that. There is guts in areas that you physically cannot get to with a brush
Jersey
unless
bug
you're disassembling.
scrubber plus power clean equals getting most of those bad boys.
But now they're in your fingernails, Dane.
You know what? You had a choice to live in that state, and that is your choice.
Yeah, you need to move out of that.
I made a choice.
We just chose not to live there.
We made a choice to live
Don't move to Idaho. It sucks. Don't move here.
Maybe move to Montana.
Montana is fantastic. Wyoming, I hear, has great weather this time of year.
John Smith is wondering where Morgan is. Brandon Johnson says, if your ceramic coating has surface scratches, what product would you use, and would I have to reapply the coating? Yeah, I usually say that. Polish it and re-coat it. Bob Weiss, 251, just wanted to say thanks to Anthony for helping me out with my IK Multi. Jim Morrison is getting me a replacement sent out. Awesome.
Nice.
All right.
Good.
Richard here from the UK, clocking in. Richard Powell, what's going on, man? So I've been living in the land of London all week, or all day today.
Well, you've been living in the land of Google Maps in London.
I've been living in the land of Google Maps, trying to figure out all our train schedules for when we fly over there in less than 8 weeks, and all our travel, because we're not going to be renting a car or driving. We're literally going to take trains, and we're basically going to go around the entire continent in a train.
So...
and go to Waxstock.
Because the thing is that, we drive on a different side of the road.
Some would say the right side of the road. The proper side of the road.
are
And if you don't feel like proper is correct, then, literally right side of
Literally
the road.
the right side of the road.
and these cars are different, right? These are quirky cars. I'm sure Dane's gonna love it there because Dane's
Well,
gonna be
Dane's
like,
going to be like, these are my favorite cars.
But see, I know the sad reality is
He's
the
gonna go,
majority
"Look!
of cars you see
Oh
on
my
the
gosh."
street are like,
He's gonna go-
base model Peugeots and like
no,
little
he's going to
sad-
die when he sees a Volvo V50R design.
yeah.
But right-hand
But I
drive.
see one every day.
Right-hand drive, you don't.
What? No.
Our
I
design.
think Dane's gonna see a Royal
5-speed.
Robin, and Dane's gonna be like, I think we
Reliant
should.
Robin.
I think Reliant Robin. I think we should
You
all
might
get.
see a Royal Robin,
I
too.
think we should. Yeah, we probably should see a little bit of both. And then he's gonna get in this Reliant, and he's gonna say, guys, this is how we're getting. It's really easy to drive because you're pretty much right, and like
Yeah, no. So we've already figured out some stuff. We're gonna make our way up to Jim White's. We're gonna land in Heathrow, take the train up to Jim White's place. We'll grab some food, grab a hotel in his neck of the woods, and then
out
go
for a
check
while.
out his shop and say what's up to him and Terry.
I would like to sleep on the English countryside.
That hotel I found, the Best
So he's
Western.
going to sleep outside. We'll have a hotel.
No, I
It'll
found
be all right.
Dane. I found a Best Western
Okay.
That is on the English
that
countryside.
is in the English countryside.
Okay.
That is set upon 4 acres.
Lovely.
I would just
It
like
looks
to
like a beautiful
know-
manor house,
Okay.
like a lord's house.
I would love to meet like a real lord and say, what up? I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones lately. I understand you're the lord of this household. Is this how this works? Do you need a squire?
Well,
Oh,
you'd
boy.
be like a Podrick. You'd become
yes.
a squire to Lady Brienne.
He's done pretty well for
You're going to
himself.
get kicked out so fast.
Oh,
okay.
So anyway, no, I've been. It's cloudy and rainy here.
Yeah.
It smells great outside, and I've been having that breeze come through as I've been surfing the UK countryside.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's been fun.
Nice.
Anyway, Stephen Wilson. Hey guys, this is a question for Dane.
Hey, whoa, those never happen.
I loved the Ariel Adam Wash Wednesday video and was
Aw.
one of the many people who watched the video. And I was curious what accessories you used on the GoPro session to get the more film-like look from that footage.
Interesting. Well, first thing is we didn't use GoPro sessions. We used a GoPro Hero 6, a Hero 7, and a Hero 5 Black Edition. And basically...
Stuck them all over the car.
Yeah, so everything was recorded 60 frames per second, 2.7K. I had to expand it for the 4K screen. But as far as a lot of that, like keyframing, motion on the lens and stuff, a lot of that happened in post. So I did that during my editing in Premiere Pro, and a lot of tweaks and coloring and stuff happened there. So I recorded a flat color profile, so I have more ability to adjust the colors after the fact. All right.
Awesome.
Now-
Awesome. Didrik, hey guys, prepping cars for the garage this night. O&R, Power Clean, Opti Sealant, Bead Maker. That's a killer combo. Car's getting ready for Norwegian Nationals Day tomorrow. Our old buddy Mark Abar, who was just here visiting, stopped by to see us last week, says he's just driving down the road, getting his afternoon fix from the TRC. Thanks guys.
Mark.
It was good to see you, Mark. Hope you had a good week and a
Hope
good
so.
trip up to see your dad.
Yeah, man.
AJ Colson, what up from Toledo, Ohio, Beadmaker of the world.
What up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paint Corrector, our Grand Ambassador Q2. Hey, so cool story. I found out that Boise is less than 10-hour drive from Lethbridge.
Oh, boy.
So we'll be coming to see y'all this summer. Dane, get that kitchen table ready, buddy. Pillow fort time,
Like, I
baby.
think Dane is
They're
not
gonna be sleeping
is
on
unsure about the seriousness
They're
of the
going to
situation.
sleep on his kitchen table.
But
It's
we
tentative
are-
at best.
We are.
I don't know if it's
very
comfortable on the kitchen table. I'm going to have to say, I'm going to stress that you guys sleep in Dane's bed.
with Liz.
With Liz. So, Alpish the Javedatha, hello from East Texas. Love your products. If my car has areas that does not have any major defects, can I skip polishing that part or polish the entire car? It's up to you, man.
I mean,
Whatever you want to do.
if you're just targeting areas where you
Yeah.
see scratches, that's okay. You just what you're looking for is like a consistent look throughout the car, right? So do what'll make it look consistent.
Chris Marcial, in your opinion, what's the most efficient way to save time when claying a car? Wash car with soap, then dry the whole car, then O&R for lube and clay, or is there a faster way? Fastest way, just wash the car with O&R.
I was gonna say, if you
and
have O&R,
then-
use it.
Yeah, and then just clay away after you've washed it with O&R, and then spray it again with O&R. Paint Corrector wants to know if Dane cleans his bathtub often. Says, what would you say is the best process to clean dirty wheel wells without using any water? As far as mobile business is the only things I struggle with cleaning, only having O&R and Power Clean. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man, other than O&R and Power Clean. It's the best way.
Those two should be
Some
able to cut
IK
through
sprayers.
most everything.
I just put them in sprayers and I just shoot them up inside there.
Power clean foam, so you can get it to cling up in there.
That is true. And then you can take some nice brushes and get inside.
Get an IK foam 1.5, get in the wheel well, and just
Yep. And then Paint Corrector's answering Chris says the best way to do it for efficiency is use your soap as a lubricant. Wash the car. Once it's washed, don't rinse it. Use the soap and some O&R as an aid to clay car and in one step. That's true unless they're not polishing. Because the soap could change the lubricity and could cause marring. So just be careful of that. Kenzie's Garage says, thanks, Mr. Aherzine. Hey guys, for O&R waterless wash, Big Red Sponge or 10 Eagle Edges 500, swapping out towels as they get dirty. Realistically, the best way is Big Red Sponge.
Love using that.
We don't have to use so many towels, but we're in the business of selling towels, so get a bunch of them.
We're not going to complain if you buy towels.
Get a bunch of Eagles. Kirby Thompson was talking about the UK trip when he can't wait for you to go through the tunnel at Knightsbridge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a real place.
I guess so.
I thought he was saying that it was like a mythical.
Can't wait. It's gonna be
Anthony
amazing.
has a hard time telling reality and fantasy apart from
Anthony's going to become a knight when we go through the tunnel at Knightsbridge.
Well, I really hope that ends up being true.
I hope it's real.
He
and
lives
not
life
some sort of
with a foot
nightclub.
in each room.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Go through the tunnel at Knightsbridge.
Yeah, I'm like, am I a part of this club? Where's my sword?
Not to be confused with Daysbridge.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Paint Corrector says, again, you're wasting time by drying it, then soaking the panel again only to dry it again. Save yourself a drying step. Have you ever tried the paint gun power rinseless washing method before? If not, please do. Miguel Kahuna, hello from Portugal. When I coated my car, I immediately washed the coating leveling towels, then used them a couple more times for cleaning wheels and washed and air dried them. Last week, one of those towels was accidentally washed and air dried in the same wash load together with good towels that I used for paint. Are the paint towels no longer good for paint? No, should be pretty good, man.
I have a cousin with that last name. She lives in Portugal.
I was going to
nice.
say.
Sounds good.
Wonder where he's from.
So, Paint Corrector's here to eat some crow.
Oh.
What?
What?
Crow's a bad omen, man. You don't want to eat crow.
You don't.
Definitely
Paint
don't
Corrector
wanna eat
wanted
a
to
three-eyed
say
raven.
here, hey, Levi. So, Essence does have fillers. So, first off, I'm dumb and you're smart. So, I don't know what to do there. Paint Corrector, I'm just going to have to say that I'm not smart.
Oh.
And you are not dumb.
Wow. Very humbling.
So, I just read what the label said and have used what, I try to follow as much of the SDS, and I want you to know that I am very proud of you for being a man and coming forward and letting everybody know that.
Seriously,
that means
that
a lot.
deserves major kudos.
Yeah, there's a lot of detailers that don't do that.
The internet is full of people who are not willing to actually look at the facts that are right in front of them and actually acknowledge that those are facts.
And second, he says he was talking about Guion Primer the entire time, so back to him being dumb, me being smart. He was using the wrong product. We're talking about the wrong product. Anyway, Miguel, you should be fine. What I would do is just rewash the good microfibers you have, and that should help remove any linting and possible contamination that might have happened. Yep. Paul Foreman, hey guys, first time watching you live. Where can I get O&R and a Big Red Sponge from in the UK?
Oh, you're in luck. Well, I was going to say, actually, I think he answered him down there.
Yeah, Jonathan Edwards, Levi, you said listening to opera during your paint correcting. What opera is your favorite? Verdi, Puccini? Yes, this is nerdy. I'll embrace it. Jonathan Edwards, I just listened to a Pandora channel of opera, and I just let it run.
He's a man of culture, but only just.
Yeah, I don't. I'll listen to a whole opera, but I'm not like downloading like a whole album. I'm just letting it go, and it's kind of changes. My favorite is when Last of the Mohicans soundtrack comes on, because then I feel like I'm really doing some damage on the paint.
The Last of the Mohicans. Who's in that movie?
Daniel Day-Lewis
and
Madeline Stowe.
I'm just picturing somebody on like a job interview or a first date, and they're trying to like BS their way through something, and then you're like, I love opera, and they go, oh really, what's your favorite? And then you're like,
I listen to a Pandora channel. That's serious.
That's the real answer.
That's what it is. I listen to Pandora. So
what is this? What is happening right
Paul
now?
Rag Company Europe, buddy, is the best place for you to shop for your products. Paint Corrector relationship with the Pluffle is officially ended. Twisters is my new best friend. Literally, we hang out like every day. Mario Sanchez, which product would you use to remove sticky residue from your vents and knobs on a Mercedes-Benz?
Well.
Oh, boy.
It's already taking a turn.
Don't know where you got
30
that
minutes in.
sticky residue for your knob on your Mercedes-Benz, but
I mean, he really
stop
likes that
eating
Benz,
donuts
so.
in the car.
Yeah.
It's on a Mercedes-Benz. It's not from his Mercedes-Benz. This
Oh,
could have been
okay,
somebody else's sticky residue, which is
Phew.
potentially worse.
That I would say it's probably more worse.
Yeah.
So
Make sure you use it.
like an all-purpose cleaner.
O&R works great.
It does.
Honestly, O&R works really well to clean that stuff off.
Most
so.
cases, you should be able to
What
get away
I'd
by
do is
doing
I'd
that.
get like a towel. Get
Just
some
get it wet.
get some wet. You can get some hot O&R if you want to do
hot
that.
O&R.
Hot O&R talk.
It's delicious in
And,
the winter.
it'll melt that stuff right
don't
off.
drink
Yeah.
So, Jonathan Edwards says also a key component of their talk about coatings was that most coatings are sold to the wrong customers. The bulk of people who should have them aren't people who appreciate paint correction.
Agreed.
That is absolutely fair
Yeah,
and
that's
absolutely
fair.
right.
Yeah.
Having talked with Dylan and Jason about that before, that makes a lot of sense.
Delphine Benz, I use Griot's leather conditioner on my seats. I love it. They recommend to apply it every month. Is that useful? My car stays outside year-round, tropical climate. Any thoughts? No, I think, Delphine, you got a good product that you're using for your seats, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
If they look
Yeah.
good, feel good,
Yeah.
smell good.
If you're happy
you're
with
good.
it, cool.
I mean, if it's getting the results you want, what more is there to want?
Yeah.
yeah. Dane?
All right, Hassan. I almost said Hassan Novelty because I wasn't sure if that was a U or V based on the screen there. Anyway, what's the best pad to use when applying a sealant? Oh, okay.
A soft foam pad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can use like a black
Basically.
pad. Use a finessing pad, gold pad.
And paint corrector, of
Um,
course, is right on top of it with, hey, Hassan, a microfiber
Yeah.
applicator
You know what,
blocks are
Aaron,
awesome. The blue square microfiber
If you
sponge
would
style.
like to take this over,
What we need to do is
No,
get Aaron down
I
here. When he's here, we
appreciate-
can get him in on the live Q&A.
Listen
I
here,
appreciate
AA
him
on.
getting to
And
the
his-
questions
and
before
his, and his lovely
necessarily
sister
do.
can come hang out with us.
yeah,
There.
listen,
That'd be great.
I know. I
All
would
right.
like, pictures
Anthony,
of both
you
of
got
these
this next one.
tall people in Dane's house.
Me too. Have you guys
so-
tried the waterless wash with a PNS shampoo from Wrecked Fidel?
Panhandle.
Well, first
Wreck
of all,
panhandle.
it's technically not a waterless wash. It's a rinseless wash you can do with it. A waterless wash is a different product entirely because it requires more concentrated form of a product. But in that case, yes, we are actually having a video coming out where that's one of the ways we demonstrate you can use PNS Pearl. All right.
All right, so here we go. So Danny M says, is it me or is the Auto Fanatic wheel cleaner seem like glorified Windex? By the way, love you guys and what you do. Keep it up.
I
I wish
haven't used it,
none of us have used
so-
it, so we
Yeah,
can't
that's
say
actually,
anything
all
to
of
it.
us actually haven't used it.
Yeah.
It
No
was
idea.
definitely a hot topic on the internet for a while, though. We saw a lot of people talk about it.
For a while. Rocco's Modern Life says, Levi, can't we use lacquer thinner to get out anything?
I mean, that's what Levi does.
Well,
Yeah.
Levi wipes his kids down with lacquer thinner every night
Yeah.
just to make sure they're clean and pure.
yeah, it's not actually a bath water. It's
So,
lacquer water.
well, what it is my son likes to mark himself up with markers, emulating his father.
Oh, yeah, being having
And
tattoos.
to get him off, I have to wipe his 5-year-old skin with lacquer thinner.
It's
to get,
adorably poisonous.
it's adorably poisonous.
He's like, that's cold, Dad.
really cold. I can order you get in the tub here in a minute. It'll
Yeah.
be nice and warm. Yeah, you can. You just got to be careful. Lacquer thinner actually works for a lot of stuff. And sometimes what's funny, one of my favorite things is lacquer thinner in like a 5-gallon container. Literally says virgin wash on it.
Oh, dear.
I'm just saying.
Are you washing a lot of virgins?
It literally says virgin wash on some of them. So I always thought that was hilarious whenever I get a new 5-gallon drum that said virgin wash.
Keep them
It's like,
pure. I like that.
Strange.
Oh,
Anyway.
no.
All right, so Roy says, never watched before. Thanks for all the info. We'll watch again. Well, thanks for joining, Roy.
That's the idea.
It's
And
nice
if you
having
haven't seen the old ones, check them out. There's lots of questions that you may find you like the answers to.
So Ryan says, going back to Matt's video, would it be a good idea to sell coatings, for example, for $300 and no correction? Good idea or no?
If you're doing a coating, you really should be correcting first.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
Depends
that's
on
what
the
I'm like, I
depends
don't-
on the.
Yeah.
So I had many customers that would call me after they bought a car, want to get their car coated, and then they would literally, when I try to explain to them that we needed to do a one-step polish, they would say, "Why? It's brand new."
Yeah,
came
that's
from the
where
dealership.
education is critical.
No, because 90% of the time they will not pay for that. So what I did was I would include a one-step polish in my coating package so that I was always covered for it. So then, regardless of the coating that they put on, it always got a one-step. So that was always above $800.
My point remains.
That was the easiest way to do it.
If you're doing a coating, you got to be correct. How you sell it to the customer.
You don't have to sell it to them that you're doing
it. How you
it.
frame it is up to you. And the package deal definitely makes sense if you're trying to get past that conversation.
Yep. You just keep it in and not worry about it. And then other customers...
Don't have a scratchy car and coat it.
No, but I would always do it because it was just... I didn't want to come out of my shop without that. But you'd also have customers, if they didn't know that they were getting a one-step, that would ask to add on a one-step to your full detail price or your coating price.
Yeah.
And therefore allowing you to charge a little more and make a little more money off the job. And then you're not so stressed out about it. So...
Fair. Let's see. Paint corrector. I could see Dane rocking one of those right-hand drive Figaros. I'm assuming that's a Nissan Figaro. Classy but sassy, just like Dane. I am sassy.
He is pretty true about
Classy
that.
is debatable, but sassy definitely.
Definitely
You
debatable.
see my comments I leave when
I really
people
don't like
are
Red
writing
Bull.
on our...
You don't? You're wrong.
our
Jeff
channel.
C
Realize how
says,
gross
I'm
this is.
just getting back into detailing and I'm going to purchase a bunch of Optimum products. If I use Power Clean and Agitate, then use Ferrex, does Ferrex need to be agitated as well? I plan to clay and Optimum Spray Wax and Opti Seal. Okay. Didrik says, Dane, have you fixed your suspension? But then the paint corrector jumps in to say, Jeff, you can actually use Ferrex as a clay lubricant when using the clay mitt from Optimum. So, yes, everything sounds fine as far as the Power Clean, the Ferrex, yada, yada, yada. Clay towel with O&R if you want to do it that way. You can also clay with Ferrex if you want to do it that way. Really, the thing that threw me off was seeing Spray Wax and then Opti Seal. That's fine. You can do that if you want to. It would make more sense to do Opti Seal and then Spray Wax, having your longest protection followed with your shortest. Up to you. Or you can do Opti Seal and Bead Maker, as Levi would say is his favorite combo right now.
Breaks the internet.
I have yet to see it break, but that's good that you think that.
Lightly bends.
So, Dane, did you fix your suspension?
I did not because my actual
because the car's actually broken.
My jacks are here at the store.
You have to.
Dane,
I thought you were working on the inside.
Dane, I think we would like to hear you go into more depth on how you were removing the back panels.
No.
On the
No.
on the interior.
We've done that on the podcast.
So many people that love hearing about that.
It's incredibly boring.
I think people really liked it. Now,
I appreciate that,
here.
Didrik, because he was very helpful, though.
So Danny Israel says, Dane, what happened to the birthday banner? Is it hanging with the tree? Happy birthday month.
You'd think so, but actually I went and hung it in Anthony's office.
I hate it, and I want it gone. Hans Glosen says, when making shirts and putting your first name on the chest, would you go for the left or right side? I would personally go with this side. This is our left side.
Yeah,
we
your
go,
left.
We go on our...
We do?
Isn't ours is on the...
I do.
I think ours are on our...
Ours are always on our
Hold
left.
on a second.
Now that I'm thinking of it, we got a shirt somewhere
It's
around
on our
here that
left.
actually has a
It's
name
on our
on it.
left.
It's one of those things we don't really think about it. It's just there. So, But we are dealing with detailers, and detailers are detail-oriented, so naturally this is the kind of thing where...
Yeah, so he's looking for that. We got Tony Gardo says, awesome shirt in the middle. I think he's referring to you, Dane. Likes your shirt. Yeah, left side.
Okay. Yeah, so
So we'd go left.
Because there's a pen pocket there.
Oh, right. Yeah, when you have a breast pocket like that. Yeah.
So then we got Danny says, Dane, new shirt or sticker, no fillers. Yeah. So we got Miguel Cuna says, thanks for your reply about the coating towels. I'm from Porto, Portugal. My grandfather is from Vila do Conde.
Nice.
Can you tell Anthony's Portuguese? Because he is.
Listen. I'm
You
like,
could hear it.
I
It
am
was like-
literally.
It was literally like we were there.
I am
The way-
half Portuguese, but that's the thing. My family comes from the Azores.
The Azores.
And they come from the islands, so it's a different style of Portuguese people.
They-
Farmer people, as some would
they
say.
speak
Fishermen.
kind of like this, with a Portuguese accent.
No, he's like
you went
Borat.
stereotypical Italian
You
to
went, like,
Kazakhstan Borat.
I thought that was a Kazakhstan Borat. Is what that was.
That's what Portuguese is, right?
Well, he
No.
started. He
Oh,
started like
not
an
at all.
Italian stereotype. And
That's the
worked
thing.
his way
Is
over.
Portuguese the most beautiful language? No, not at
Yeah,
all.
it's-
Right?
it's
When
got
my
it's
grandma
Latin
has
and
yelled
French
at me
mixed
and my
together.
dad has yelled at me for many years, that's a funny thing. I don't even know what they're saying. I can tell by the way they move their hands and the
That
by
they're
the-
mad at you.
Oh
So-
yeah.
So his
Yeah, yeah.
perception of whether the language is beautiful or not is based upon how many times he's been yelled at in that language.
No, I think it's an angry language. I think it's like second to like German. Seriously, it's an angry language.
I'm gonna say no. I think that's
I don't think it's very.
it's a Latin based.
Yeah, but it's not
and
like
it's
super.
some,
There's
it's got some
there's
Spanish. It's
no-
got some French.
but there's a lot of like
It's got some Basque in it.
no, but you have to understand there's a lot of how do I say it, like there's a lot of like that.
It's guttural.
There's some guttural
Maybe,
sounds
maybe.
in that language that do not sound pretty.
See, like Latin-based stuff has like a lyrical quality that's kind of like
mhm.
it's pleasant. It kind of rolls.
I
it
think
sounds
Italian's
cool,
pretty. I think Italian's super pretty.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
All right,
right.
paint corrector. How can we ever expect to be better detailers if we don't admit to our mistakes? I learned a lot from the last Thursday's Q&A because I found out more about products I use and wanted to use. That's the beauty of having mentors like Levi, Dane, or Anthony. We don't have to be right all the time. We all make mistakes. It's how you respond to the mistakes that shows who you are as a person and pro.
Couldn't
Amen.
be more correct.
Copenhagen. When keeping a big red sponge stored in a bucket of O&R with a lid, how long will it stay good? About 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take.
Paint corrector, dude, I'm seriously bored. It's raining beads and maker over here, and I'm just answering everyone. Life of having no friends, fam. Copenhagen, I would just be cautious about leaving it for extended periods of time. If I left all my Eagle Edgelesses in a towel and my O&R bucket, I would look a few months, towels start deteriorating. You're
Fun
right.
fact: we left a bucket in our warehouse and a mouse crawled into it and died.
Yeah, it was great.
And Morgan found it.
While we were out of town, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Chris
Oh,
Marsfield,
man.
thanks, paint corrector. Also, what are your thoughts about the crazy videos on Instagram regarding the use of vaporized acetone steam to correct headlights? Seems too
That's
good to be
what it
true.
is.
All right, so here's what's up, boys. So, paint corrector, first things first, do not keep your towels in O&R. The big red sponge is the only thing you should be keeping in O&R.
It's designed for O&R.
It'll last about 3 weeks to a month before it starts to get the O&R gets weird. But if you leave towels in it, the towels will start to
It's not
deteriorate
wrong.
in the O&R, and you'll get a very funky smell. Now, Chris, this vaporized acetone steam that has made its way out of Asia has been. Brian Hare has been posting videos about it for a couple years now. So he went over there and figured it out, kind of learned, and then brought it to the States. I don't know if he's still doing that. But anyway, it's very strange to see, but it also goes back to the old kind of style of a gaseous product on lights like DET or DEET.
Everybody going out
People
there with their
used
bug
to use
spray.
bug spray and
yeah.
do the same thing and kind of clear out the lenses.
Now, isn't that just a temporary
It
solution?
is a temporary solution. I don't know about the clear fogged acetone.
Something
what
tells me
happens,
that's
so.
horrible to breathe in, too.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know. It might feel good for a
it's
few
pretty
minutes.
wicked to watch. It's pretty. I mean, it is pretty wicked
As
to
your
see,
eyes
but
melt and your...
It is kind of. I don't know about that. So, paint corrector, just don't leave the sponge in the bucket of solution for weeks on end. You should be fine. Just don't be like me and leave it in there for weeks because it will cause it to fail faster. No, untrue. The big red sponge needs to stay in O&R at all times. It cannot dry out. So
I
Actually
keep
needs
one
to-
in
it
a
needs to
Ziploc
live in
bag.
it, yeah.
it needs to live in
O&R
it
in the bag. It
regardless.
just keeps
The
it
way I
humid.
see it is like if you put a smiley face on your big red sponge with like a Sharpie and you put it in like a little like a
Yeah.
bag of O&R, it's just swimming happily
It's just happy.
and
yeah.
you can put little hands on it on the side if
Just
you
a
like
kiddie pool for
Just-
big red sponges.
Yeah.
to know that it does like being in there.
Riley, yes. How long
Okay.
after a bumper has been painted before it can be corrected and protected? It can be corrected usually a couple weeks after or a week or so after it's hardened. It just depends on the hardening process. As to protected, you still got to wait for the clear to kind of finish gassing and breathing before it fully seals. So usually can be anywhere from a couple weeks to 6 weeks to
Couple months.
couple months. Just depends on whatever product was used and what the curing time of clear coat would be. Copenhagen says, thanks. G. Davis,
Hey,
what dilution of O&R will remove Dane residue? 256
it's the
to
worst.
We've washed Dane before a couple times with a sponge bath.
1. We
But
have?
We had to throw away the sponge.
I
It's
don't
weird
remember
because
being
I
a
don't
part of
remember that either.
Oh yeah, me either. Sorry.
Are you sure it wasn't one of your dreams?
I don't know what's
I
going
hope
on.
not.
I hope not. Jeez.
Chris, it's just different method. It works for those people. It's all good. If you get similar results in different way, it doesn't matter how you get there unless you're using bug spray. Lol. That's right. Paint corrector Riley, you can correct it right away, but it's recommended 30 to 90 days before applying sealant. I think he's just listening to what I'm saying, typing it faster than I'm
He's
reading
like, I know
it
where he's
because
going
it's
with
going
this.
so slow.
Yeah.
So, AJ Colson, new TRC motto: take your rare car, Dane, lacquer thinner it clean, Levi, bead maker heavy, Anthony.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like all of that.
Yeah. Big Island Boys. Hey guys, this is 808 Detail Company from Instagram. I'm just starting and wanted to know if you recommend servicing more businesses such as company vehicles or dealerships, or focus on singular customers.
Well, you could speak to that.
Yeah.
If I was to start out again, I'd try and work on solo customers, and I'd only hook up with one dealership.
Yeah.
Keep it.
You'd only be in bed with
line
one
of-
dealership,
yeah.
not multiple.
Yes.
So you're not getting effed by too many people.
Yeah. G. Davis
Well, they
wants
dump a
to
lot
know,
of cars on you
They
at
do.
once, and it's
G. Davis wants to know, Levi, was there virgin washing at the couples-only pool party this weekend?
Was there, Dane?
What? That was your
yeah.
party.
My pool party?
Was
It
there virgin washing?
No, it wasn't any virgin washing, I don't
Oh,
think.
okay.
They've
So,
all been well used.
everybody was just, there was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
No swings, but just a lot of
go-
swings.
Go listen
Right?
to the last
I was hoping there was
podcast
like, I
to
really was
figure out
hoping
what the
like
Oh, I
that
bet.
there was a couple different tire swing versions we could play on. I thought maybe there'd be like the old school like
Porch
swing
swings
sets,
and-
your porch
yeah.
swings to relax upon.
Turns out swing dancing wasn't what you
Yeah,
thought
I
it
thought maybe
was.
there'd be like a dance floor and some
Yeah.
swingers, like swing dance.
Yeah.
Dane kept telling me like it's a swingers party. It's just, and I was trying to think of all the fun things that
Yeah.
a person who liked to swing would do. Did not know it meant sex with multiple people or other people.
Duly
So,
noted.
just want to say, Dane, did not know that.
Yeah, I called it.
Yeah.
I like it. So
New shirt design. Essence doesn't have fillers. I love it.
have
Paint
feelers.
corrector.
SpongeBob.
G. Davis in the house.
G. Davis always coming from the back.
Yeah.
We got 6 Speedo Solo. You guys selling those PNS shirts?
No.
We
These
actually
PNS
got
shirts,
those.
Special edition.
They come from PNS. You got to
yeah.
get them from them. We get them when we travel.
Yeah.
Didrik, you guys have seen the drawings Dane sent me for his suspension. I got myself a good laugh, but we understood the problem. It's a good thing to leave the inside panels as they are. Awesome. Thank you, Didrik.
What I did was he messaged me on Facebook Messenger, and so I took a picture of the wheel and where the suspension would be, and then I drew the suspension
very
with the
nice.
markup tool.
Yeah.
And
Smart.
It was a child's drawing, but it worked.
Didrik, those are worth money. So you know. CJ Byrne 25-gallon lacquer thinner is called Virgin Wash because after you bump dirties, it will actually clean those dirties right up, bringing that virgin shine back after the bumping. True story. Thank you, CJ.
What would we do without people like CJ Bird 27?
Kyle Henderson, sup guys? So I just started running technical support at OG.
Ooh.
I've been telling everyone that asks to use ONR for all the things interior and for Windows at the box method. Nice.
Smart man.
At least until Matt gets the interior package out. Good work, Kyle.
Nice. Wow. That's great, Kyle.
Wake up never early. Is an 8515 blend towel okay, or avoid using that blend? It's great for cleaning toilets and floors.
It's just on the
And
side
oil.
of
And
okay.
oil.
It's like, eh.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking to absorb stuff, that's the big reason
You're not
you want a
gonna
better
you're not
blend.
gonna have a lot of absorption. Just so you know.
Oh, so it looks like paint corrector's going back on what he said. Sorry, I meant towels. Sure you did, Aaron. Not sponge to leave them. Yeah, sure, whatever, man.
He's coming clean. It's all right.
I don't know if he is. So 6-speed
Jeez.
solo. I'm just kidding, man. What happened if you let the sponge dry out?
Well, let's just put it this way: if you leave your sponge, your big red sponge, in a bucket of O&R, it will last you well over 1,000 car washes. If you take it out, it's going to shorten its life because it causes the foam to dry out.
Yeah.
I've only ever done that with one, and it's the display model we keep down in the store. And it's still soft, but I think if you were to use it again, it wouldn't be as good as having a new one.
It's not
and
soft,
keeping it
Dane.
wet.
It's only gotten wet once.
Oh, it got wet once, yeah.
No, we're talking about ones that you've kept in and then you pulled them out, then you've laid them out. And so
Oh, no,
you
in this
never
case,
used them.
yeah. This one's
This
only
one
the
didn't
wet
even
one.
get seasoned yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's where that goes. Rocco's Modern Life. When I picture using the acetone steam method, I picture that scene in Indiana Jones when they open the Ark of the Covenant. That's how I
That's
feel
exactly
too.
where my brain
Yep,
went,
yep.
yeah.
You're not wrong.
Jamie the Cleaner, Paint Corrector, the question we all want to know is, did you and Zen Auto Detailing work it out and get you unbanned from that Reddit group?
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude.
Guess
Big
we'll have to
Island
wait to
Boys,
find
thank
out.
you all for the advice, guys. I'll be tuning in next week, Thursday, for sure. Is there any tips you would give to me to maximize my exposure when working with a dealership? Depends on what you're looking for. If you want to say that you detail the dealership cars, right, just say it. Like, it's fine. If you're looking to get have maybe some of their service details, then you need to create a package for their customers, for them to sell to their customers, and leave meat on the bone, not only for yourself, but for the sales team, the service writers, because they make money on that. So
They appreciate that.
yeah, do something like that. And that's one way, because that was one thing I did, and I was able to put like a business card in the car and some other things just to make it so that the customer, when they picked up, I didn't leave it like dead center. I would put it in like the center console or in the jockey box or something where they were more apt to see it, but the service writers weren't. So that way I had a little something they could open up and go, oh man, look at this. There's a little bag of candy and a business
nice.
card, you know,
Yeah.
like, oh, well, the detail shop must have put that in when I got my car detailed. That's cool.
Yeah,
And then they
sticks out in a
usually
good
would
way.
call me instead of going through the dealership again. So, Paint Corrector, Jamie, I'm not at liberty to discuss what apparently the other mod is not so happy, and I'm creating unwanted drama, but I did speak to Zen, and he was as reasonable as they come, so it is what it is.
Zen's a reasonable dude.
On the bright side...
Speaking of Zen needs to step up his game as a grand ambassador. You know,
whoa, called out.
I'm calling him out because
Whoa.
because everybody else is killing it. I haven't seen any posts from him or any love from him, and so this is more of like a, hey, get after it, dude. Get after it. You guys are in a competition here, technically.
Somebody wants to win that prize.
Who wants to be Grand Ambassador of the Year? I don't know. Not seeming like a few different people right now. So I'm just saying,
Well,
like...
the fun thing is they don't know what the prize will be. We don't even know yet.
I know what it is.
It's going to be big, though.
I already know what it is. I've been in talks with Dylan, and I've been in talks with David, and I've been in talks with Bob Phillips, and I've been in talks with all
Just
these
imagine what
different
all
people.
that entails.
What's
really.
fun is the reason Dane doesn't know about it is because most of it is taking place at his house. And
Yes.
it is.
I thought it was
weekend-
because nobody likes me and nobody talks to me.
No,
No.
it's a weekend at Dane's.
Oh.
That's the Grand Ambassador
Like,
prize.
Like, you guys ever see a Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, except that guy
imagine-
was dead.
you get
so.
to
Well,
drive. You get
Spoiler alert for an old movie.
You get to drive. You get to stay at Dane's house. You get to check out the Christmas tree. You get to watch television with him. You get to watch his girlfriend play video games. You get to use his new dishwasher that he bought for Christmas.
And you know what? And if you create a video game and you play a video game with his girlfriend, she will draw the character you create.
You get to draw
free.
She will do that
For free?
She's an
and
artist.
Yeah.
and you'll get to not only sleep in his king size bed with him, but
Please
get a
don't.
chance to drive the Miata, the Volvo, and the C-Max anytime you want while you're there.
Wow.
Wow, it's almost like I didn't agree to any of this.
I love this idea.
It's a great prize.
Okay,
amazing.
contingency
Great
plan.
prize.
If I don't let you have those, you're welcome to go over to Anthony's house and drive his Evo because he won't.
If they can do all of that,
They
done.
can definitely come over to
Absolutely.
Anthony's and drive it.
Yes.
They'll shatter
drive-
your transmission
you
after
can-
they shatter my
You
Volvo.
can drive the Miata over to Anthony's.
Yeah, come. I will be ready for you.
Wave to the camera when you go in.
That'll be great.
Oh, man.
So good. Big Red Sponge. Oh, Pink Corrector says, on the bright side, well, there's no bright side, but I do like tacos, and I have some in front of me, so life is good. Rocco's Modern Life says,
I
Big
miss
Red
tacos.
Sponge. If you don't use it, you lose it. Pink Corrector, hey, Anthony. I was already as honest as I can be. Leave me alone.
Sorry.
Sorry for yelling at you.
It's okay.
G. Davis, do yourself a favor and do not look up Levi's porch swing on Urban Dictionary.
I'm going to assume that G. Davis has something to do with that existing
the
now.
back.
I think you just made that. That's
From
awesome.
the back.
I
can always count on this guy.
color, but does O&R wash and wax have the same problem? No, Hans, because it's the blue. The green already doesn't really dilute very well.
So yeah, the
Anyway,
green
so-
is just gets very murky right
Yeah.
off the bat. Anyways, it's not like a pretty green.
It just becomes less blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie the Cleaner ordered a gallon of Bead Maker, then realized there was a kit with a cool 32-ounce bottle. So he's just going to order the cool 30-ounce bottle by
No,
itself.
he can't.
You got to get it as a kit.
You gotta get it as the kit. Sorry, dude.
So
Paint
you gotta
Corrector
get it.
also says he called your Honda slow and you didn't even reply, so fight me now.
When did he? Oh, yes, he responded to my story. Sorry, there's a lot that happens there, and I haven't responded back to you. I will get back to you.
He's just way too popular.
That's
on
not
Instagram,
true.
guys. He's so popular.
Nope,
he can't
that-
be bothered to take the
Yeah.
time to go and actually respond to your
Literally
messages.
not true.
So offensive.
That is not true at
So
all.
offensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Tacos are life.
Jamie the Cleaner says, Paint Corrector, tacos are life. Trust me, I've eaten a few tacos in my life, and they've definitely been awesome. Hans, yes, the green wash and wax can lose its color, but I've also found that it kind of gets streaky if you leave it in the bucket for a few weeks. So when using green O&R, I just mix it on the same day. Yeah.
There you go. One thing I like about the green O&R is doing interiors, especially really, really dirty, dusty, like service truck interiors. For some reason, it works amazing. I just take a towel, soak it in there, wipe everything down, blow it out, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Didrik Danielson, how long should it take before applying Bead Maker after OptiSeal? I like to say wait as long as possible. So do that.
Well, don't wait like a year. What is going to be
1
sitting
year
there?
later,
as long
is
as
it
possible.
okay now?
Didrik is going to be dead there.
Whoa,
and
what?
okay,
So
well, not
Didrik-
dead. I mean,
Didrik-
just old and
Here's what's
decrepit.
up.
What do you know that he does?
I'm going to tell you to
Oh
wait
my
an
God,
hour.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell you to wait 1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour. I
That's
like
at
that.
least.
That's
At
better.
least.
I'd say wait 12
Otherwise-
hours.
Yeah, wait 12 hours. I like doing 8 to 12
Sleep a
hours.
little bit.
So
So the paint corrector says, just a shameless plug here, but any Canadians who are looking to buy
no,
detonk supplies.
cut it off.
Oh.
Wow.
And Dane, I like you.
Oh.
Oh, man.
007 Jams, Howzert. Hi, all the way from the South Africa. How's it? Oh, nice. Very informative show as always, and the vibe you guys have as a bunch just works. Thanks, man.
Aw.
We appreciate it. It's Paint Corrector. I love you, but I'm not going to promote your pyramid scheme of getting
What?
some discounts. No, I'm just messing with you.
Jeez.
We're not going to do that just because that's
I don't know if that's a real thing, though,
can't-
because M2M, you know what that means.
I don't want to know what that means.
Dane knows what it means.
Oh no.
Yeah, Dane
So
knows what it means.
that's why I just don't want to bring that up. So if anybody wants to go there and do that, go for it. Paint Corrector, I love you, but can't talk about that. Big Island Boys, thank you guys. I got to go to the 9 to 5 now, but I hope you guys have a solid rest of the week. I'll be in touch. Thanks
Hope you
again
do
for
too.
all the weekend support. I wonder if he means 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. It's a long day.
Yeah, so paint corrector says,
other 9
Anthony
to 5.
and Dane going to shoot a new vlog series called Life at Dane's.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I would love to see that.
It'd be
I want
so
I want a
boring.
vlog
It'd be
of Dane.
So boring.
I want Dane waking up in his robe,
I would
taking
love
Callie
that.
out
Yeah.
in the morning and going, Callie,
In the front yard.
go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Come on. And he's like laying on his head on the
For
door
real
frame,
though. Life
trying to
at my
sleep.
house boring. Don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
come
Do
on.
you actually wear
go
a
to
robe,
bed.
Dane?
I have been known to.
You've been known to.
on the
So
bathroom.
I have been thinking about picking myself up a robe.
Yeah.
What would you look for in a robe?
Well, I run hot, so I don't know if I could do one of the big thick ones,
Yeah.
but part of me really wants to do a big thick one.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
don't know
what
if I could
material would you get?
I am looking.
Mine was microfiber fleece, and I liked it.
I would be
I don't know
looking
if I'd
for
go that
something
way.
that is still aerodynamic. So in case if I had to throw on this robe in a
I'd want to
serious
be
life
able to
event,
yeah.
I want
I'd
to
want
be
to be able
able
to tighten it down.
to go into battle with this robe.
Right. I'm at the same level just as long as it breathes.
Okay.
I don't want it
so-
to make me sweaty and hot.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. So maybe like some type of mesh material, breathable mesh. In the
yeah,
armpits.
like a jersey
Yeah.
mesh would be great.
Yeah.
Jersey scrubber.
I'm just
armpit.
thinking of how I would be able to fight in case I needed to.
Well,
In case
let's
the kids
say
try to steal your Honda.
yeah, let's just say, and he has to run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to hold it, be able to pull it tight so that
What
things are
is
covered.
what the those what are those robes that they wear when you're in karate? What are they called?
A gi.
A gi. So I would like to essentially have a gi, right?
Yeah,
That would be
See that?
aggressive and scary,
but
So-
comfortable at the same time.
but
I was gonna
at the
say
same
those
time.
feel like such an industrial fabric.
So-
like they're not
Correct.
Yeah.
And this is where I'd do
They're
it
mostly
differently.
canvas.
I would
Yeah.
throw on this gi, and people would be like, "Is he ready for combat?" He does have a different colored belt than the rest of his, gi. And I would say, "This is
my
to
black-
intimidate
This
you."
is my black belt in relaxation
Yeah.
and fighting.
Yes.
But
Correct.
you don't know which one I have black belt in. It's just
Yes.
black, all
Yeah.
black.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
hey, look, new questions. Let's go to those.
No, I like those. I think that's great. Kyle Henderson, what do you guys use Everest towels for? I got some 800s that I really like to keep in my door compartment for quick dusting of the dash. I use them for eraser wipe downs. I like that. That's good.
The original, people who found their favorite use for them back
What?
earlier on with the Everest 800s, because they were different than the other Everests that were like really, really fluffy and thick. The 800s were kind of like a one-off, creation where they weren't actually. I know where they were like a creation where they had a short nap, but they were a very dense towel. So the benefit of them was you could apply a decent amount of pressure and still have a relatively aggressive bitey towel without putting your finger indentations into the surface you're working on. So people really liked it for removing aggressive compounds and that kind of thing. Although it's a pretty nice towel to be doing that with. That's just what some shop operators found they really liked using them for.
Oh, good stuff. Wolos, I looked up Levi's porch swing. What has been seen cannot be unseen. I need to snow foam my eyes.
Yeah.
Since when did Urban Dictionary start allowing
I don't know.
pictures?
I'm ready to look it up.
Paint
I'm just hoping
corrector
there's
says
pictures.
not cool enough for reply. It's cool. Literally so offended and so true.
Yeah.
CJ Byrne, 27. Maybe during Levi's younger days, he was using swings and virgin wash in some videos to make ends meet.
Before I was shooting your videos,
Dane, you're
who
the
was
only
shooting your
person that's
videos
ever shot
before I
my
was shooting
videos.
I need to know. You need to tell me about your entire video history.
Paint corrector wants to know if he comes to Boise, prepare your faces for Taco Tuesday. It's going to be a blast. I'm very excited for this. Interestingly, Levi, the green O&R is safe on car interiors. I always on the fence about using it because of the wax in it.
Well, don't go putting it on your
like,
Alcantara.
No,
but-
man, I'm talking about like I
Door
used to use
panels,
it on
plastics.
the power trucks. So
Yeah.
like Idaho Power
Oh, yeah.
would bring in their service trucks.
Yeah.
And they're all rubber floors, vinyl seats, and they're very dusty. So we wipe them all down. So
I read too far. I read too far.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. For those who are listening to this at a later date, there's some comments coming
G.
through that are
Davis
just
bringing it downtown.
Davis.
Love it.
bringing his hay game.
Oh my
All
gosh. All right. G. Davis says, Dane told me the sleepover at his house includes bedtime stories about the Green River Killer.
God.
That's not even the
Nothing. No, it's what's.
Bohai Terry says, hey, I'm having a tire browning problem when using degreaser on my tires. Do I just need to dilute the degreaser? No, you need to remove the browning. So if it's causing your tires to brown, that's what you need is more degreaser.
And we have a video so you can see the difference.
I feel like the
after.
tears. I might pass out.
Don't do that. It's live Q&A.
Wolos, I feel like the TRC logo needs to be bigger, the one behind Dane's head. Paint corrector says, but it's okay to use rag company codes, I guess, to promote. So that's neat. Well, yeah, you're on the rag company. That's what that sign is.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You can't,
Wait, where
like,
am I?
can't promote
That's
other
like-
people's codes.
Yeah, that's like going to Cracker Barrel and bringing like an Applebee's coupon and saying, "Hey, can I use this here?"
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
get the hell out of here.
We're a Cracker Barrel. Come on. I thought we were on the
Sir,
kind of
this is a
support
Cracker
to team system, but I could be wrong. When we are selling Carzilla, is Carzilla selling our towels? Then maybe.
Yeah, absolutely true.
Then we'll help that.
Yeah,
It's only
G.
fair to our
Davis's
distributors.
G. Davis's says Dane's robe has a back door and feet.
that's right. I
I
read
get
the
there's
two.
a joke with the back door, but the feet are what kind of weird me
Yeah,
out.
that was great.
That's where I was like, "What?"
Wowo
Okay.
says robe is life. Robe, slippers, pipe, and a single malt. I have many leather-bound books. Very
That
nice.
sounds like a classy life right
Yeah,
there.
very much wood. Much wood. Yeah.
Paint corrector says, P.S. I get $0 or any incentive to promote Carzilla. That's fine. We're just letting you know.
Don't even
We're-
know who they are.
Yeah.
No.
I know who they are.
Oh.
So
I am aware of that.
Riley S., what CD was always in each of your cars when you were in high school?
Oh, man.
CD. Meatloaf.
Yeah, Meatloaf.
Yeah.
I think the CD I had in my car the most early years high school, he says.
Okay, what CD was
I
always
had
in
Lost
each of your
Prophets.
cars?
That did not age well.
Okay. Yeah.
That did not age well.
So that was in the days of mix, making a lot of mixed CDs.
Yeah,
you
had
know,
a lot of
I was
mixed
burning a
CDs.
lot of mixed CDs. But I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, I had CDs that I still bumped in high school. Would probably be the Linkin Park Jay-Z combo mix. I was rocking Sum 41,
I had a couple early Kanye
Blink 182.
albums.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I wasn't there yet. I was still in, like my pop punk stage, and then
I was both.
but then I kind of started transitioning to I think 17 was like A Day to Remember was pretty much that CD was in my CD player for literally like 3 years.
Oh, here's a deep cut. I had Apollo 440 on a CD, and I
Okay,
don't know
wow.
how many people are even
Never
gonna
heard of that,
know
man.
who
Yeah,
that is,
that's
but
kinda strange.
that's old techno, 90s techno stuff. So, yeah.
So, okay, here, Bait Crew. Hold on, wait, scroll up. We missed Is Bait
Oh, no,
Addict
we
in the
missed
house?
Bait Addict.
Yeah, he's saying, "What's up? Got the Bait
There he
Addict
is.
going."
Oh crap! Sorry for about Q&A. Sup, Bait Crew?
Sup?
Bait
Sup?
Addict in the house. Nice to see you, dude.
Kyle Henderson used them for polish removal. Definitely good for soft paints. Rocco's Modern Life. My face is always ready to eat tacos. Paint Corrector. Canadian specific company versus American products. That's strange to say that way, but all right, guys.
What? I don't know what that means. Kyle Henderson says, I feel like I need to start wearing a robe. I would love to all three of us,
I
for
think
all
we
three of us
should,
to wear
yeah.
robes.
Just show up
next
one day
week.
for a Q&A all wearing robes. Yeah.
Yeah. AJ Colson, Eagle Pajama Onesies. Sorry. Oh, story time at Dane. Sign me up. I'll kick it with G. Davis.
There we
man.
go.
Whoa-who's,
Nice,
much wood. This conversation is going downhill rapidly. Backdoor robe flaps and lots of wood. I'm out.
Bye.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.
B8 Addict. You guys renaming the Eagles, the Edgeless 300s to Boromir 300. And the Edgeless 365 will be
Oh, he's
Frodo
bringing back last
365.
week's
I
conversation.
think non-microfiber people would understand that a bit more. What would the Faramir towel
Speaking
be?
of bringing back past questions, I just remembered the
Faramir.
CD that was in high school card the most was Beck Wero. I had Wero
Oh,
back in there.
Yeah, of course
a
you
lot.
had Beck in there,
Yeah,
Dane.
Beck Wero
Feel
and
good,
Midnight
that-
Vultures.
Yeah.
Those were in constant rotation.
Oh,
Okay,
man, this is a
yeah.
great one. Rocco's Modern Life. Bait Addict! All right, Mr. Herzing, if gloss coat does contain SiO2, should it be topped with something like Reload, similar to other coatings? Does Optimum have anything like that? I hate applying Reload. It's similar, always streaky. Gloss coat is an SiC mixed with an SiO2. Therefore, because of the SiC component, it doesn't need to be reloaded. So, just clayed once a month.
Love gloss.
Or once a year. G. Davis, tonight on the Murder Channel, Silence of the Hams. Hannibal Hennon strikes again.
Man, just
on
on one.
fire. He's on fire today.
Wake up never early. Best way to clean your instrument panel. I have minor scratches on the plastic lens. Can the scratches be removed easily?
So
Yes and no. What I would do is go to the junkyard, get yourself a pretend instrument cluster, and play with that first before
Well,
you ruin your real
or
one.
just look into. So I was in that same debacle to where on my car I was like, I kind of want to polish this out. I have to remove a bunch of things and pull this thing out and then polish it. I found out a replacement, a brand new OEM one was $14, and I said, okay, I'll just buy that for $14 and replace it and know that it's really nice.
And you can also buy a polycarbonate lens coating and put over the top of that.
Yeah.
And then you have to worry about it after that.
Yeah.
So, Dane, go for it.
Oh, man. Okay. No, sorry, I missed it. Where are we?
Kyle Henderson.
Oh, I had Newfound Glory in mind pretty consistently. back then.
Nice.
You know what? We all had, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah.
Paint Corrector. Also, I tried getting Chris to carry your products, and no one got back to either of us. Well, sometimes it happens.
I think we're in talks right now. That's why I'm not
okay.
saying anything.
Yeah.
G. Davis, also FYI, Dane's robe has no front. Well, how else are you going to assert dominance, right? Okay.
Well, by also not having a back door or having a back door, I guess. I'm not really sure.
Warriors. All right.
Let's see. Wowo says the real question is what CD is in the Miata? Would be disappointed if it wasn't Wham or George Michael. Otherwise, you're not a real Miata.
Wait.
Wham.
Have you seen MacGruber when it do Careless Whisper scene with the... It's too good. Okay, there's a Miata in that movie. So.
Yeah, there is a Miata.
Yeah.
I think it's a red Miata.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's great.
Yeah, and Ryan Philippe gets shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Matthew Gibbs says, guys, I fell asleep lying in bed listening to the show, and all of a sudden I woken up by the laughing harder than I've ever heard anyone laugh in a long time, and it made my day. Catch you guys next week.
G. Davis
Thanks,
is
Matt.
responsible for a lot
It's all
of that.
G. Davis right there.
Aaron says, all right on. I'm out later. And then we got CJ Byrne says, Dane has an open door policy. When it comes
This
to
is
robes."
quickly becoming a meme. I'm
Well,
not sure I'm ready for.
Like I said,
I am.
Like I said, Dane likes to wear a robe. He likes to, he knows a lot about swinger
Swings.
parties,
Yeah, he knows a lot about
apparently.
swinger parties.
He likes to keep his robe open to assert dominance.
And I like mid-century modern houses. This is sounding like
I'm just saying, Dane.
This is sounding like the things that happen.
Sounds
Am
like
I
what
living in the
happens.
wrong era? Am I just like Mad Men
I am not
left
sure.
out? Yeah.
Dane's
Well,
robe
first of all, I
not
couldn't
having
have
a
this facial
back
hair,
or
so.
front. Isn't he just wearing
And
a
a
scarf?
at that point.
Oh no!
Oh, that's great.
What?
That's-
No, thank you. Scarves are not my thing at all. God. No, thank you.
Moses is dying. That's awesome.
Oh, we're at the bottom of the comments, guys.
We are. That's great. Man. Oh my gosh.
We busted through a lot of these. Yeah.
Oh. Well, all right. So,
we're trying to catch our breath.
When Buffy and off polishes compounds and I'm buffing off, I'm guessing.
Me too, man.
And waxes, I always tend to get a small over the car's paint and windows. I have tried different towels and products and always tend to get this. When Buffy and off, like I'm thinking Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I know, Buffy the Paint Slayer.
When buffing off polishes, compounds, and waxes,
always getting small lint.
Tend to get small lint all over the paint and windows. I've tried different towels and products and always tend to get this. Small lint pieces. So Willow says he's dying and feels like he's done 100 sit-ups. CJ Byrne, Dane is a true international man of mystery. Women want him and men want to be him.
If only it were a better mystery.
You really mentioned your Minx towel. Anything you'd really recommend for it?
Oh, man.
Delphine, Minx Royale is what's available, and we recommend it for rinseless washing.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah,
it gets spongy.
How do I explain this? The Minx is very unique in the sense that it is one of the only
70-30 fleeces?
70-30 weaves that, fleece weaves that feels like that towel. It is a extremely soft towel, but once you get that towel wet, it's strange. It's strange and it's kind of nice. Like it's it's slippery. It's very
slippery.
Slick, but it's so soft that you really can't imagine that could physically do any harm. It is very strange, but great towel for rinseless washing. Great towel for waterless washing, door jams, wheels, whatever you want to use it for.
Yeah.
So, Bait Addict says, Hi, Rocco's Modern Life, TRC guys. Carry a Lord of the Rings line of towels, then a bait line for fishing people and Audi owners.
We would be sued out of existence.
Oh, so great.
Oh, my God.
Wake up never early. Time to add a TRC robe to the website.
Yeah.
AJ wants to know why the most recent main show not working on iTunes.
That sounds like a question for Tim. Perhaps the file needs to be re-uploaded.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Wowo's Dane, the round rotating bed from Austin Powers, and the scarf robe, an international man of no mystery at that point.
Really lacking in the mystery department.
Can't wait till we get Dane International.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna love that. Speaking of Dane International, so we were talking about this the other day.
Oh, man.
How Levi was saying how rushed we're going to be pretty much on this UK trip, and how important it is to literally be ready to go, battle ready.
Head out. Yeah, we're going to be head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Ready to run.
Yeah.
And get through crowds.
So a time where Dane was not head on a swivel, ready to run to get through crowds, is he forgot to bring a belt.
Rather, I intentionally didn't wear a belt because I was sick of dealing with security at airports. Sir, take off your belt. Okay.
So Levi loves the story.
So let me preface this as this was a trip to Florida, sunny Florida. And Dane had to...
Three flights to get there.
Dane had to do 3 flights to get there, but only one of them he needed to go through security.
Correct.
And he had pre-check, where he actually didn't need to remove his belt from his waist, but he decided to just not wear a belt for the whole flight. So, Dane... It's the only time you needed to wear a belt, take it off. Maybe once you decided against it for the entire day, and then had to hold your pants and told us to slow down.
I was counting on myself being fat enough to hold the pants up. I was wrong.
It was wrong,
and especially after our UK cut.
Yeah,
you're going to be a lot lighter.
Yeah, it's working.
You're going to need to get yourself a nice plastic belt.
Yeah.
Yep.
That isn't going to set off any sensors or alarms.
Well, there was a struggle of getting through that airport. I mean, there was a few times where we kind of had to book it a little bit because we're like, oh, crap, we're lost.
And they just watched me waddle
to
keep the freaking...
And Dane had his bag in one hand, a backpack behind him, and his pants as he's...
Oh, man.
And a camera.
Yeah, and a camera. And it was very interesting to see. So basically how we explain this is that once we get in the UK, if Dane forgets to wear a belt, we will have to leave him.
Yeah.
We will have to leave you behind, and we don't know when we'll see you again.
Yeah. Thankfully, he'll have a company card with him, so he'll be able to purchase food and
Survive.
survive for a while.
I'll just live in the gutter.
yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah.
But no, we were saying mostly because we are going to be taking trains a lot of this. We aren't renting a vehicle, so we are doing a lot of travel around the country on a train. And the trains, if you're not getting ready to get up and get off the train, then you're going to stay on that for the next round, and then you got to go back, and then you got to get off, and then you got to go around, and then you got to, and it can be very frustrating. Also, we're going to be landing and then getting on a plane or getting on a train.
Yeah.
So we're going to get rocked to sleep. Some of us may fall asleep, and hopefully
Probably not me.
Not all of us fall asleep.
I would like to pretend. What is the train in Harry Potter?
The Hogwarts Express.
I would like to pretend that I'm on the Hogwarts Express.
Be nothing like that.
Why not?
Nothing like that.
Because we're going to be on a regular commuter train.
Well,
so.
It's going to be like being on a really, really bad Amtrak. And
Well, you can speak for yourself because I'm going
Not
to
a really
bring
bad. We'll
a
probably
chocolate
get some Virgin
frog with
flights.
me, and
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
eat it on that train ride.
We should bring chocolate frogs together and then take pictures of us
And
on
then-
the train
yeah.
with our chocolate frogs. And
Oh, and we'll take Dane's red and yellow scarf, right?
yeah, well,
From his robe scarf, and we'll
his
just have
robe.
some every
You mean
flavor
his robe,
beans
not his
and-
scarf.
We'll just take pictures with it, and people are
Oh.
like, "Do you really want to put that on
on,
your
our way
neck?"
to, on our way to Hogwarts.
I'm ready for
I
my
mean,
first day of school.
Jim White's
Okay.
White
Wow.
details.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Too good.
Oh, Hans, after a 22 Q&A streak, I will be missing the 23rd one, but we'll watch it after the weekend. Oh,
man,
Hans,
Hans,
amazing.
it's all right, man. That's great. That's seriously something to be proud of. I
G.
think.
Davis says, "Wake me up before Dane Go goes."
Oh, no.
Bait Addict says, "Okay, fine. Time for some real questions. I wonder why other manufacturers don't use silicone carbide aside from Opti Pro Plus, considering it doesn't require a maintenance spray and is semi-permanent."
I think I don't know. You have to ask Optimum that question, Bait Addict. I'm not going to answer it.
In
So-
fairness, pretty smart and know what they're
Yeah.
doing with it, so I
Yeah,
trust their
That's,
judgment on that.
I mean, really, that's like the one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Opti Pro Plus, man. I still have, I have it on the Evo, and
Your
it's
Evo looks so good.
I don't have any complaints, and that will probably last the lifetime of
Yeah.
that vehicle, realistically.
Oh, yeah, because he never drives
Wowo's
it.
has a great
Okay.
idea. Dane, did you get that new DJI tiny gimbal like Levi has? Also, DJI's new action looks like the absolute business.
I've seen that. That looks really cool. I do not have one because we're going to try out Levi's.
We are
Do
going to
we
bring
know-
mine with me.
Do we know what that price point is on that new action camera from DJI?
No.
It's very similar to a
We'll have to
GoPro,
see.
right?
Is it similar to a GoPro or is it more?
Well, the problem.
All
So
right.
me complaining, right? Since we have 40
Oh.
minutes left, me complaining about the GoPros, right? The newer models of the GoPros don't have a affordable mic adapter that you could run a lav mic into. That would greatly help with the use of those
it's like
newer
30
GoPros.
or $40 for one of those.
It's $40.
things.
It's really big. It's really unnecessary.
We've got one just in case we ever need
It is just
but-
a pain. So I wonder if the DJI one
These are
doesn't
great.
have that.
All right.
We'll
G.
see.
Davis says, "Can we do a Rag Company After Dark episode? I'd love to hear the uncensored version of Levi's pool party story." Wowo's also says,
All
G.
you have-
Davis, this. So
all you have to do is come tour the store, hang
No,
out with us for a little bit.
all you
You'll
gotta
hear
do-
all the things we
all
say.
you got to do is just listen to the podcast because I
Well-
literally explain what happened at the party on the podcast.
He
So
does.
let's go back to Monday's episode. It was hilarious. Dan Pfeiffer, Dane and his 3 cars again.
Yeah. Dane's got
Dane
3
just
cars.
got-
This
use
guy's got
some
more
tie
cars
wraps.
and
No, I do.
motorcycles
No,
than
I
I
do
will
not.
ever.
No, I do not.
No.
Just talking about how great his life is with his
let's
3
see.
cars and his king size bed.
Dane, you should just use some tie wraps on the loops.
There you go. Don't know what that means, but awesome. Me
Oh, he's
neither.
talking about belts again.
Okay.
yeah.
So SD San Diego says, Ive was looking at some microfleece wash mitts at the hardware store. They seem quite soft. Any pros and cons with them?
What is the blend?
Yeah, look at the blend. And then Rocco's Modern Life says Anthony needs to draw a lightning bolt on his forehead when he rides the Hogwarts Express.
I absolutely will. I will absolutely do that.
Juan C says, when I'm using a quick detailer to dry my car, the microfiber towel feels grabby. What could be the problem?
That should be the opposite of what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Realistically, a quick detailer would provide lubrication and glide on that surface. Have you tried spraying the towel a few times and then spraying the surface? That could
What
help
quick
you.
detailer? What towel?
Yeah.
Betac says, lol, G. Davis. Tasnia Chowdhury, what products do you recommend for budget-friendly starter kit?
Well,
Tasnia, there's lots of great budget products. If you're looking for a towel kit, we've got our silver kit or our car wash kit are great. O&R, Power Clean, and Optimum Car Wax are a great trio to get started with.
I will suggest
for washing.
I will suggest a video that you and Ivan did where you talked about detailing minimalism and like how much you could do with just a few products.
Yep.
That's a great video. If you go check it out, it's a detox episode. So just type in detox and then detailing minimalism, and you should be able to find it. It's a great episode.
Whoa says it's exactly the same price as the GoPro, guys.
Interesting.
Very
G.
interesting.
Davis says, Dane, thank you for signing my gallon of Bead Maker. My stepchildren think I'm important now.
I like that I was a deciding factor on that. Thank you.
I like how he said his stepkids too,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like that's where you know you're
Well,
really
no, it's
trying
because
to.
his real kids are like, I don't care.
Well, no, you know you're trying to impress somebody if you're trying to impress your stepkids because you know those are typically unimpressed people. I like that.
RAF, Royal Air Force says, what's the best product to restore and coat black trim? Solution Finish.
Yeah.
Wowo's the new DJI needs a mic adapter, and it's the same price as the GoPro one, but way smaller.
Same price. They've lost me. $40 is too much.
G. Davis, my wife works for Homeland Security. I will get her to approve Dane's cavity checks at all airports.
Can I just skip that part?
That would be great.
No.
Well, when he won't be wearing a belt, so
Well,
it'll be all right.
when Dane's not carrying a ton of batteries with him going through these airport security.
Sir, is this a bandolier? No!
All my batteries for my cameras. So anyway, we did talk to Dane that we were going to be setting up a obstacle course out in the parking lot.
Him to autocross on
He's going to be
feet.
autocrossing himself with his feet and a backpack and a roller case as we get on and off trains. And he's going to have to sit in a lawn chair, pop himself up, retrieve the bag, and be off the fake train before the boxes hit him.
Yeah.
As he gets,
Well, I
the team
am
up
wanting
with a
to
gauntlet.
start practicing parkour in those trains.
That's
So
a great idea.
basically, I can bounce off of a seat, off the railing, flip, grab my bag, and then cartwheel out the door.
Yes. Well, I showed you a video of some trains and
Yes.
people's where they place the bags in the back. So we do have to get up, get the bags, go down to the end of the train, get the bags, get ready to get off the train.
After realizing just how much physical,
That's why we're doing
stuff
the
we're going to have
UK
to do,
cut.
the UK cut makes a lot more sense now.
Also, folks, secret weapon. I showed Anthony, Dane.
Oh.
In preparation for the UK cut, I have downloaded an application for my phone called 100% Army Fit. It will train me to be ready, soldier ready for Her Majesty's military.
Do soldiers drink a lot of big
And who
gulps?
is training you in this?
I don't know. Let me see if I can go back. I don't think I can.
They are British military, correct?
Let's see if we can do it. I don't have any audio
This
here.
is
Well,
awkward.
see, watch when he plays audio, we're going to get copyright
Key for the
strike.
best result. Be aware of any medical conditions, and if you are in doubt, talk to your doctor before carrying out the fitness
Yep,
assessment.
getting ready to do my fitness assessment. Here we go.
You know it's serious because
So-
they added that
Well, they have
sound
accents
effect in the
too, and that
background.
means they're serious.
Well,
and
they're
so
real soldiers.
they're real soldiers.
And they're going to walk me through.
What I didn't like is that the women soldier that you were playing prior to her, she said that she was in fitness for only 4 years, and I said, well, I feel like I am more credible than that.
Yeah, but she's been doing it every day.
But and she's also in the military.
She's in the military.
So that makes her more.
She's
credible.
tougher than you.
I'm not doubting that.
Pretty
I'm
sure
not
she's
saying I
tougher
would
than you.
fight her as
Anyway,
a girl. But,
I put my
This has gone south
I
quickly.
put my goal, but I did. I put my goal date for wax stock.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Okay.
be using this app every day, starting tonight,
it's amazing
to
track
achieve
your progress.
my UK cut goal. I'm going to be doing
Like, what if
gonna be
Levi's
doing
just
pull-ups
freaking
and press-ups.
jacked? Like, he's like, and he has like, what happened? He's
I
like,
got veins and stuff
not
popping out of
only
my
did
neck.
I have an incredible transformation, but I've also developed a British accent, and you will start speaking like them.
That'll be amazing.
Like
then
a
your
gentleman.
kids start
then we
talking
can
like
we can
that.
eat our chocolate frogs.
Well, the
Right.
thing is, I think the British, I think the people in London sound like true gentlemen. It's the people in Scotland you have to worry about.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I am an
I don't trust those guys.
Yeah,
So,
agree.
I feel like
here
you're
we
going to
go.
get some angry comments now.
Lackcomp C6 says he just DM'd the rag company. Levi, a question on Instagram about my pluffle towels. If you could pull it up and see the pic, help me out. My @ is Libanfield. George Zapeta, I'm here, sick, but here. George, get better, dude. Tasnia Chowdhury, thumbs up with fingers up. That's awesome.
because she got the video.
Peace.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Jamie the Cleaner. Oh, man, Dane's signature was nowhere to be found on my bead maker.
Nobody asked
Jamie, you
me.
gotta leave it in
Jamie,
the
you
notes.
got to ask it. You got to put it in the notes.
notes.
Say, tell Dane to sign it. Whoa, solution finish for my black trim. It's wizardry. Juan C., I'm using CarPro Echo 2 with a microfiber towel from Autofiber. Do I spray the towel on the paint when I dry?
You should ask Autofiber.
You should ask CarPro, Sky's the Limit Car Care, and AutoPro, man.
They should be able to
They
tell
should
you.
be doing
if there's
a
something-
live Q&A. That could help you out.
I mean, hey, they could.
Yeah,
They could.
spray the towel. Seriously.
Okay, yeah, spray the towel and then just dry it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have any problems. Efren Aguilera, what's the best car soap for cleaning and decontamination, also leaving a slickness behind? Pearl's a really great one, and so is car wash soap from Optimum. Dr. Sudsy, Levi, what would be a method of approach for cleaning a completely thrashed interior, specifically carpet and upholstery? Oh,
You had a few of those. Just a few.
first things first, you need to pull out all the garbage.
Yeah.
That's going to take you about an hour, and all the garbage gone. Then I'm going to ask that you vacuum up all that stuff that's on the floor as much as you can. Take about 2 hours to get the garbage and the vacuuming done. Then get your compressed air, blow it all out. Try and get as much as you can out of there and blow all the stuff. Door panels, dash, center console, everything. Get all the dirt and dust off of the thing. Then mix yourself up some wash and wax, O&R wash and wax, and a wet towel. Wring it out. Wipe everything down. All the plastics, door panels, dash, all that stuff, and the headliner too. That way you get all the dust, heavy dust out. Then take your hot water extractor and shampoo all the carpets and upholstery. This way you're trying to get as much of the dust out of the surface of the seats. I'm picturing a very sandy, dirty vehicle. That's about it, man. Then start working on the door panels, dash, center console, all the plastics, leather, and vinyl after you've shampooed the carpets and upholstery.
Yeah,
And then continue to detail from there. But now you've got it ready to start.
So we got
Whoa-who's trying to do all your UK parkour train shizzle with a hangover. Welcome to the average Scottish commuter day. Hey, what?
I've done worse things in my life with a hangover.
The people in Scotland, I am so deeply offended, I need to go to my safe space.
Oh.
I guess Whoa-who's is in Scotland. Rocco's Modern Life, rolling on the floor laughing. Thanks, y'all.
Well, thank you.
You know what?
Appreciate it, Rocco.
Now you
Are
can
we at
pull
the
up
end?
Instagram and look at that guy's message with the picture of the pluffle.
We've still got 30 minutes to go, folks. Get your questions in.
We'll just start talking random detailing stuff if you
Instagram.
don't ask
I'm
questions.
finding Morgan's hairs in this microphone, and it's grossing me out.
Detailer's Domain messaged me, sent me a DM. 2 requests. Lee Banfield. There we go.
So I'm going to answer Bait Addict's question while
Go
you're looking
for it.
that up.
Oh.
So Bait Addict says, Tire Shine, Adam's Tire and Rubber versus Power Clean for cleaning tires. Thoughts? Pure Power Clean will clean deeper than Adam's Tire and Rubber Cleaner. However, I do like Adam's Tire and Rubber Cleaner. I will openly admit that, and I think it's a great product. I think it's great for doing your weekly touch-ups or your every other weekly touch-ups. But if you're doing a very deep, deep clean, use Power Clean straight, and that will definitely get those tires black.
Okay, so now he's got a picture of the pluffle pulled up.
Does it look blown out?
Let's see what's going on.
Oh,
He
it
says,
looks like it's...
hold on. He says, any ideas on why the waffle weave is showing through my pluffle now? It's like the fibers are clumped together. Washed with no fabric softener and dried with a low heat setting, not even hot.
Can I answer this?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So this is relatively normal to see this. So what that is when those fibers are sticking together, a lot of times, you have static electricity, right, to where those fibers will cling to themselves. This is very similar to what would happen on an eagle as well, right? Now, one thing that you can do, you can brush these fibers out. So if you have a brush or a normal brush, you can brush them out
Clean
and
brush.
get them like a clean,
You can hold
brush.
it up to the camera so people see what you're talking
And you can get
about.
a clean brush and you can kind of just brush them out and you can get them to where they lay over the
you
waffle
go.
structure. But I assure you that the towel is still absolutely safe regardless of how those fibers lay, because when you do begin wiping, those fibers will lay and cover that waffled area. That waffled area is still microfiber though. So this would still be considered safe no matter what, even if you do have exposed waffles. Basically, though, that's just standard of that towel. One way I would try to solve this is another thing that could possibly be is that you've built up a little bit too much detergent possibly within those fibers. So do just a pure wash on those towels with only distilled vinegar after you've already cleaned them. Run them through, air fluff them, grab yourself a clean brush for hair or whatever you want to do. Give them a quick brush, shake the towels out, right, and they will be back to new. That's what I do at home.
Totally good points.
Dig it.
All right.
All right. Bait Addict, Rubber, Adams Tire and Rubber versus Power Clean for cleaning tires.
Already
Did
got
that
that.
one, but the next one after
Brake
that.
Buster versus Tire and Rubber for maintenance cleaning on tires.
Same.
Same.
Either one's good. Yeah.
Ben Stroka just washed Wash Wednesday with the Early Atom.
Yeah.
You sprayed the wheels with O&R, then sprayed them with Power Clean, then O&R'd them again and dried them? Can I do this with Brake Buster instead of Power Clean?
Yes.
So, Ben, as you noticed, the reason they did that was they used O&R as a final rinse on the Power Clean because they were washing it inside
With no water.
a studio with no
Yeah.
water. That's how they did it. G. Davis wanting to know, will we be doing a live Q&A while at Detailer's Domain? He's going to be preparing questions to shout out from the back.
Yes.
We're planning on doing
I
a
would
live
love
Q&A
that.
probably from one of our phones while we're over.
Yeah,
on the
we're going
East
to be
Coast.
driving back at
Yeah.
this time in about 3 weeks. G. Davis will be driving back from Connecticut. So you are more than welcome to catch a ride back to Paramus with us.
Yeah.
And ride in the back of our minivan or SUV and
With
prepare.
Dane.
And then just launch these questions out
yeah.
while we're doing that. That would be spectacular. So
Perfect.
if you can be at our hotel Thursday morning, probably about 7 a.m., you can ride with us. We're going to be going to Swag Rides, and we're going to be spending the day at Swag Rides. So we'll have a spot for you, and you can be on the live on the way back. It is going to take an entire day, just so you know.
Yeah.
But we'll probably go out to dinner with Rupez and KXK when we get done afterwards. So
It'll be a good time.
it's going to be a good day, good Thursday.
Maybe we'll set up a dash mount or something for it so it
Yeah.
can fit us all in there.
Yeah. I'll be driving, so I'll probably not be reading questions.
Probably not.
Dan Pfeiffer, after clay and paint in good condition, is a polish required or just nice to do? It's just nice to do. You don't need to do it. It's just fun. Dan Pfeiffer, just how much marring happens depends on the clay, depends on the soap, depends on the contamination on the surface, depends on how much water is on the surface, depends on what clay material you're using, or the clay. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a
It
lot
depends.
of factors.
Also depends on how
so-
soft the clear coat is. I don't know. So, just be leery of that.
Sure. Yeah.
Christopher Horton, having trouble removing sunscreen from my black vinyl seats. Tried O&R and VLB. Any tips? Yeah, Christopher Horton, take a little power clean and bump it up 30 to 1.
I was going to say heavily diluted.
Mix it into the bottle O&R, or just mix it with water and then use that. So, G. Davis says, stop teasing, Levi. G. Davis, I am serious. You are more than welcome to come with us on that Thursday. We will be staying at the Hampton Inn in Paramus.
One of my personal favorites. Great breakfast there.
Yeah.
I loved the bacon. I think they had great breakfast sausages in the morning. Dane enjoyed many breakfast sausages.
Many. This time he will be enjoying
along-
many breakfast sausages as well as bacon because of his
keto diet,
keto diet.
and eggs, most importantly, right?
Bacon and eggs.
We will, however, be enjoying country potatoes, country fried potatoes,
and waffles
man.
and waffles.
that we have made ourselves.
Because they have a waffle machine
Yeah,
there
a waffle machine.
that I really enjoyed using with
Yeah.
cinnamon. It's a cinnamon. Like what's it called?
Batter.
Batter.
Like, it's
yeah.
very delicious.
Very
it's going to
good.
be wonderful.
Yeah.
gonna
I feel like I'm missing out there.
It's going to be great when you, me, and Morgan can make our waffles in the morning.
And sit down with Dylan Von Kleist and the rest
Yep.
of the Rupes team to enjoy a delicious breakfast.
Every morning. It's
Very
gonna be-
nutritious.
It's going to be fun.
There you go.
Fun. Enjoyed it. Then Dane will come down late and grab a few pieces of bacon.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Let's see. So
Oh.
G. Davis says, "Stop teasing, Levi."
Bait
Bait
Addict
says,
wants to know what pearls smell like.
Lemons.
"Well, pearl. So pearl smells like lemon, right? How do I describe it? It's not like a pure lemon.
No, it's like a
No.
lemony scent.
It's like an artificial lemon.
It's
scent.
the suggestion of lemon.
Yes, it is. This is what I think lemon smells like. Kind of like a lemon starburst is what it smells like.
Yeah.
Delphine
no.
on black trim is Carpro Pearl really legit as a UV protectant. Was planning to use it and bead maker on top of it. I don't believe plastic trim can be waxed. Delphine, I wouldn't recommend that because I don't have any experience with the Carpro Pearl. So just so you know. G. Davis, I'm totally in to ride in the TRC minivan. Levi, any chance we can hang out by the hotel pool afterwards? I'll follow your lead. Wink,
boy.
wink. Not a problem, G. The hotel pool is an indoor pool, just so you know. So there won't be people like laying out in the sun or anything like that.
Oh,
I don't
there's
think that's
swings
stopping
there.
him.
And I don't know if that's a swinging place.
Well, there is a ceiling, so I mean, one could be
If you
attached.
can-
If Dane's bringing this with him, so
You can hang from it. You can bang from it. Am I right? Can I say that?
Too late, you did.
Can't believe
I
you
just
said
imagine him tossing him a couple of floaties and go improvise.
Oh man.
that. Dane knows more about these things than I do.
Yeah.
So,
Yet I don't
Giving
attend
some-
any, and
giving
you
some
have.
grain.
So
All right.
all I've gone to is a party at a friend's house.
So,
Nothing happened.
uh-huh.
Ben Stroka, can Optimum car wax be used on windshields? Can any wax be used on windshields? Yes. Yes and yes. Dumb question, I know, but I'm going to be doing a light Mother's Day present wash with O&R and Optimum Spray Wax. You're good to go, man. AJ Colson, as a fellow road warrior, don't forget to grab the go bags from the front counter at the Hampton Inn. Good snack and water mix for the afternoon. You're right.
Yep.
We are going to get some go bags. Bait Addict, damn, now I see why you prefer Optimum Car Wash over Pearl. Lemon smell. Not sure if I dig that. Haha. Pearl needs to smell like Bead Maker.
So
yes.
mix
It's
it up.
preference.
Combine the two. The blueberry from Optimum Car Wash with
blueberry
lemon, and you
It's
get
like a
and you
delicious
get
muffin.
raspberry lemonade,
Smells
blueberry lemonade, whatever
I
you
love
would
it.
like.
I love it.
It's very good.
G. Davis says Paramus will never be the same.
It
I
won't.
don't disagree.
We probably won't be able to go back there after this year.
Need to change your name and
Yeah, Dan Pfeiffer, Opti-Seal on the windshield, love it on glass. That's right.
It's
yeah,
good.
it's perfect.
It's real good.
But yeah, Ben, Optimum Car Wax, no issues on glass.
Oh
Actually,
yeah.
on plastic, on everything.
Yeah, I mean,
except
you
for the
can-
rubber tires.
Well, yeah. All right. That's it for the questions
Yeah.
for
Fun.
the time being.
Dane, are you going to have a new phone case before we go, or are you going to
Yes.
be using Liz's phone case again?
No.
Dane has a beautiful rose gold marbled phone
this
case.
was a temporary solution because my old one decided to
And is that a pop
stretch
socket?
itself. No, it's like a little.
It's a
It's a hinged
ring.
thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some
I
sort
don't
of,
know how I feel about it really.
Some sort of ring to hold the phone up.
It works.
It is
It works.
nice.
Yeah, a little tippy, but
Phones are going off here. I got people at my
Man,
front door.
what are all these messages?
So
Oh,
Bait
okay.
Addict says, "Ooh, mix Pearl and Adams." Yeah, you can definitely do that, or you can mix Pearl and Optimum because we sell that, but that's fine as well. Whatever.
Oh, my
We're not
phone's
mad.
still ringing.
George Savage says, "Since summer is coming and I wash my truck in direct sunlight, is there a car soap or car shampoo that's better than another to wash in direct sunlight?" Good question. So with all the times that we've washed outside in the front of TRC, we've washed in pretty harsh sunlight up here in Idaho. We get some pretty close sun.
Well, and add to the fact that I make these guys wash out in conditions that we generally probably wouldn't advise
No,
detailers
yeah.
wash in because cameras need light.
And we wash
So,
on the fly.
yeah.
So basically, if I were to choose between the two, I would probably go with Pearl over Optimum car soap. Mainly for the fact that Pearl is just heavy dilutable and has tons of lubrication. So even at a lesser dilution, I find that it still has more lubrication. So basically how I would tackle that is almost put Pearl at rinseless wash dilution and basically just start knocking it out with a 2-bucket method. So in case the soap dries, it's a lesser dilution than it would be.
Yeah, we haven't had any issues with Pearl in the sun.
Yeah, with
especially mixed
staining.
at the rinseless.
Yeah.
At 256 to 1.
Whereas I have had issues with other soap. I was actually pointing out to Levi today on Katie's Forerunner that I have some soap stains because I was playing with some other brands of soap and I was doing my fastest to wash, as I could, and not even direct sunlight, and I still got soap staining. Whereas with Pearl, I have never had that issue. So
I think it's because it's a little bit thinner.
it's
it seems
thinner,
to be
and I
really
just run it at a
friendly.
lesser dilution. I mean, because it just got tons of lubrication. So hopefully that helps. So AJ Colson says Jersey is dirty enough, no need for the added swinging. It is. He's right. When we were in New
Oh,
Jersey, there were
man.
some areas where we were
Yeah.
like, "This is questionable."
Yes.
Well, the road was pretty potholy.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it wasn't the only thing that's holding.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Jamie the Cleaner. Oh, yeah, great wash Wednesday. Enjoyed the lap counter, and the little track map felt like some sweet Mario Kart.
Thanks.
Dane literally made that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't want to know what I had to do to make that map.
Literally.
Dane's
had-
Actually,
Dane
you know
had
what?
to
do
I'm gonna tell you how I made
You had
that
to
map.
do some dirty things to get that map
Well,
made.
not like that. No, it's just it was a stupid amount of time that I spent on that thing because it just felt like I wanted to have a fun gimmick to go along with like the driving action
Yeah.
that was happening in the video, and I thought, let's do this kind of like a racing video game. And
Yeah.
It
because
was
the track
it was awesome.
the track is small enough and there's a lot of good landmarks, it's easy to tell where this is, where that is. So I thought, I'm going to put a map on here. I'm, gonna
I'm
put a little
amazed
blue
that you
dot.
did that. That is unbelievable.
Well, what's funny is people are looking at it and they were asking me in a few cases where they're like, "Oh, did you use like a GPS box?" I was like,
awesome.
"No, actually, that blue dot is a period in the text editor. I created a blue period with a white, drop shadow,
Stop motion animation,
and
folks.
I effectively went frame by frame and made it follow this image of a track that I laid out, and you know where I
Stop
got that track?
motion.
I found
Animation.
I found a sticker online of the track. Like, I couldn't find maps of the track online, so I found a sticker of it, and then I warped it, and I got rid of all the background stuff so that it was a clean outline of the track, and then I just dropped that period on top, and then I added the little Atlanta Motorsports Park logo underneath because it fit nicely into the bottom. I thought it looked nice.
Again, guys, go watch the video.
I really
Like,
try on these
Dane
things, guys.
Really? He literally made that entire icon using old school stop motion animation techniques.
People don't know.
Flat out. And he pulled a sticker and converted it to an image overlay onto the like.
The only image of the track I could find was that sticker, so I'm like, well, I guess this is how it's going to have to work.
Somebody needs to, definitely go watch.
So
comment, like that
anybody,
video.
please go watch the video.
I appreciate it.
Dane busted his ass because that is
Thanks.
unbelievable. The
I
fact
just-
that you did that
yeah.
is unbelievable. I was like, oh, this is rad. I didn't know there was that much work into it, Dane.
So it's frame by frame, that little blue dot.
Holy
going around.
crap.
Yeah.
Everybody go watch and see all the work Dane did. Do it right now. All right. Jamie the cleaner was very impressed. Really nice touch. Also, he needs to attend a Dane editing class.
Honestly, I make a lot of stuff up on the fly.
Ben Stroka, when using Optimum car wax,
There is no,
rinsade.
actually, so for Stroka, there is actually no T there. It's just Stroka.
Stroker. When using Optimum car wax as a rinse aid, should I use a big drying towel or small microfiber towels? I've heard that over time, spray waxes make drying towels hydrophobic and effectively trash. You're not wrong, Ben, but they don't make them trash.
Yeah.
Basically, just use lacquer thinner. No, I'm just kidding. Use half a cup of distilled white vinegar in the rinse cycle when you go to wash them. And then don't dry them, just hang dry them. And that'll help a lot of those get out there.
Well,
So-
also an ounce of prevention. Basically, when you end up having the towel, as soon as you're done, make sure you drop it in like a bucket of liquid or something. Just something to keep it from curing effectively.
keep it wet and then throw it in the wash.
That's just a better way to do it.
Brian G, hey guys, just got a huge order with a ton of towels and some IK sprayers and some other stuff from you guys last night. I love it. Question, what's the easiest way to wax seal an airplane?
Well-
Optimum car wax or bead maker? Easiest way.
We
Spray it
actually
on, wipe it
know
off.
about the effects of bead maker on airplanes
Yep.
because
Air Force One Sam
detailing
97
team.
has it.
yeah.
Kennedy's Air Force One has
Actually,
it.
fun fact, go check out yeah, that was a lot of work. You're welcome. So if you go back to our channel a little earlier, we have a video with Rennie Doyle and Levi talking about using bead makers specifically on the planes at the Air Force One thing. So that's actually its own standalone video, and he talks about why they use it over, some other kind of protective product. And it actually lasts longer than you'd expect.
It's very true.
So it's a good little video if you want some insight.
Yeah.
Planes.
Absolutely. And so Christopher Horton says, Dane, that's so much work. Holy nice.
We're live.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
No, I'm saying you can cuss. It's all right.
Oh, I wasn't
G.
going to.
Davis says, I made my mother a DVD of my Q&A appearances for Mother's Day. Why are you so mean to Dane, she said.
Your mother sounds like a very smart lady. G. Very
that's awesome.
wise, thoughtful, nice lady.
I would love that. Mom, so here I am. You can see that's my comment.
That they're reading.
Why are these all mean? Oh, they're not mean. They're just they're my friends. I'm gonna hang out with them in a month or so.
Oh, so great. So
Crazy.
great. G. Davis, you can definitely come hang out with us for the day.
Yeah, this has been pretty wild.
Yeah. I love these. These are so much fun.
These are. We always look forward to these. These are our Thursdays we typically block off because we know how important these Q&As are. So, G. Davis Greatest Hits, I want one.
At some point,
I
we'll
think
do
we
a
all
clip
do.
show of the podcast or something. We'll just start throwing out clips, and, there'll probably be a few G. Davis in the mix. I would suspect.
Oh,
All the times we've lost it. That's great.
Yep.
Yeah, it's always a good time. But we, for the rest of the week here, I then explained the country dining controvery.
Oh,
She replied,
come on.
F him. She should know better. Oh, wow. The country dining
Yeah, at the Cracker Barrel.
controversy.
man.
The Cracker Barrel
Wow.
controversy.
Yeah.
Our fake controversies
let's go
are the
get it,
funnest
AJ.
ones.
Oh, so
man.
good.
Yeah, no, some of those are great. But no, we, the rest of the week for this week, what we're doing is, we are going to be doing a water spot removal video on glass tomorrow.
A sequel to your very popular original water spot removal comparison video.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing that tomorrow, and I think that's going to be pretty helpful for people that are getting hard water from all those sprinklers that are turning on this season. It's getting pretty bad. We know Morgan got hit with some hard water the other day, and she said she has spots all over M3, and she was pissed, and she wants to know how to get them off her glass. So we're going to be making a video on that.
I'm bringing a bottle of acid.
Okay, don't do that. So I got some steel wool in the car. We got some compound. We got some machines.
We're not putting steel wool on the paint, just so you guys know.
No, we're doing glass.
This is a glass water spot
It's glass
removal.
only.
The other one was for paint. This one is for glass because on the paint one, there were a ton of comments of people going, what about glass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, just for the folks, I imagine there's some people who are curious why. When he used the wheel acid on the paint, there were people asking, why can't you use that on glass? And there's a pretty good reason why not.
It'll etch it.
Well, yeah.
And if you want to paint a really pretty picture on glass, you can get do a sticker, get a cutout,
Yeah.
and then just spray acid
some
on it.
Yeah.
Let it sit, and then peel the sticker off, and you'll have that image burned into the glass. It's pretty awesome.
Well, in case of you have that sandwich around safety glass and stuff. Yeah.
It's the film that's on the glass that
The
it
film.
etches. So on a front window specifically, so the front window has more of that safety film because the goal is that you don't fly out the front window or things fly into the front window. So it's got this film on it, and that etches far more than the side glass does. But you can do it, but it is a expert level skill, and you need to be conscious of how you spray that acid onto the glass, and you need to do a bunch of stuff. So it is the fastest way, but it can be the most damaging.
It's
to the
hazardous
glass.
to your body, too.
And it's
if you
hazardous
don't
to your
pay
body
attention
and your lungs
you're not wearing
and
protective gear.
skin and all that good stuff too. So it's always kind of a last resort. There are far safer methods out there, and that's what we're going to talk about.
Not for the faint of heart and not for idiots.
Yep.
So, nice.
AJ Colson says, Tim, let's go get.
That's right. As far as the clip show, I think he's talking
G. Davis
about.
says he'll be able to sign those, AJ Colson.
Nice.
We're available to sign. Bead Addict wants to know, why can't we see the Elantra? That's the car everyone wants to see.
You can if you go to Levi's bird poop removal video.
Yeah, we do
With
the Elantra
Opti
in that
clean.
one. Also, Bead Addict, you can follow me at the Rag Company Levi on Instagram. And, fun fact, posted a picture the other night of my kids cleaning the red truck, and the Elantra was safe in the back.
Ooh.
Sitting there.
Yeah, you set that one
My
away.
neighbor's dog had a 2x4 in his mouth.
An AM radio is sitting safely
You see it
on
safely
this cloud.
sitting off to the side.
Your neighbor's dog had a 2x4 in its mouth?
Yeah. His name is Bro.
I like that.
Come here, bro.
Yeah, I love
He's
that.
a giant chocolate lab named Bro.
I
no,
love that.
bro, no.
I love that.
No, bro, no.
Yeah.
I'm
Bro.
just
And if we
imagining
say,
Job
where's
from
Bro?
Arrested Development.
No, and we say, where's Bro? Watson gets,
Yeah.
super upset and starts growling. And, but Watson just likes playing with Bro. It's fun to watch the two
Bro
of them.
needs to chill. All right.
But Bro was walking around with a 2x4 in the background.
Brian
so.
G says, thanks, we'll check it out. He wants to protect it good, and I was concerned about the longevity of Bead Maker, and I got a gallon of wax for that in the order. So, Baydax says, everyone, referring to the Elantra. AJ Colson says, should I get Dane to sign it too? I don't have kids or stepkids.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who I'm going to impress.
You could.
then. Sorry.
Yeah. DJ D says, Gold Coast says, hey guys, what's the best dilution ratio for Breakbuster?
5-1.
You can go 5-1 in the IK foamer. If you're using it in just the 16-ounce spray bottle, you can use it straight. It really just depends on what you're trying to do with it. You can get away with 1-1. If you're trying to conserve product, dilute it. You don't have to dilute it, though, because it is a very safe wheel cleaner. You know, the safety portion of it was the most important part for PNS.
Yep.
They wanted to go safety first, strength second. So,
Yeah.
all right. So AJ Colson says 5-1, and that's going to be yes for the IK sprayer. G Davis says, AJ, do yourself a favor, don't have kids or stepkids. Well, G Davis, I think you and Dane are getting closer and closer every day.
Oh, man.
AJ Colson says, keep that in mind, G Davis. G Davis says, what exactly is Waxstock? Looking forward to seeing you guys eating fish and chips with Jim White.
G
Well-
Davis, get ready for this. So just like we're going to Detailer's Domain to have a fun event with our friends at KXK and Rupes and Detailer's Domain and Larry Casilla Ammo, That is a 2-day event that is happening that is kind of a class and then a car show where Wax Stock is in the city of Coventry in the UK, in the Rico Arena, which is a soccer stadium. We'll be in the main floor. And it is a big hall, exhibition hall, and inside is going to be all the distributors from the UK, as well as all the manufacturers and product makers in the UK. So Dodo Juice will be there, G-Technic will be there, Flex will have a booth, Rupes will have a booth, we will have a booth, Optimum will have a booth, Zentool will have a booth, Slims, Wowos, Dodo Juice, lots. You can go to Wax Auto Finesse will be there. Chemical Guys will have one. Bunch of different companies. Yeah. Also, Sweet 16, top 16 show cars, best of show.
I hear there's like a car show in the parking lot.
It's a true show and shine. There is a car show in the parking lot, and then there's a actual car show too of the top 16 best that are going to be judged.
You showed me pictures. It looked pretty cool, actually.
It will blow your mind because most people never show up to a car show and make their cars this perfect.
Yeah.
So it'll be wild to see. But that's it. It's one day. And every single one of these retailers sells products at ridiculously low prices. Mm-hmm. So this is like a Black Friday event for detailers. People line up to literally just buy products for the entire year.
Yeah, they actually buy at that show. Like a lot of the other shows we go to, it's not really.
They're selling. You buy all kinds of stuff. People load up with gear. They also get to learn. They get to talk. They get to say hi. So last year, we had our Rag Company booth. We were selling some towels for ragcompany.shop for the Rag Company Europe, and we had Jim White and Terry come hang out in our booth for a couple hours. Actually, it was great fun. People got to come by, shake hands, say hi, talk to him.
I hear he's freaking
take
tall.
Pictures. He's very tall. And then all our friends at all the different booths were hanging out. It was a really great time, and we're excited to go do that again this year. This time, last year was just Jeff and I. This year, Anthony, Dane, myself, and Jeff are going to be there, and it's going to be fun. Yeah. So you'll get to see us all there. But yeah, Color Lock, our friends at Color Lock, and all that. It's just it's a good time, and it's fun to find that we have friends all over the world.
Yeah.
Which is kind of makes this world smaller.
It's really fun.
It's fun. Yeah. So
I think Tim needs to scroll up. I think we're missing a little bit of some questions up there.
Yep.
Tim might be gone for the day.
Tim probably left.
He just left us.
Tim, go the other way.
No, I meant scroll up because there was a question there that I think we were missing.
Well, that's right. I can see it.
Okay.
It's right there.
It was something about hydrophobics.
Yeah, it's right to the top. Yeah, I think it was a guy asking if we saw Wax Mode's review of Bead Maker and how it negatively right there. So you guys should take a look at Wax Mode's review of Bead Maker, pretty in-depth, comparing how it performs or enhances ceramic coatings and how it may affect a wax sealant layer negatively hydrophobics.
Oh, thank you, Bead Addict.
Yeah, when you think about it, I mean, there's definitely cases to be made for the different kind of hydrophobic qualities you're looking for. But if you're a person who's just looking for protection or you like the way a certain product looks, there's definitely no harm in adding something on top of something else if it's going to stay. So.
Ben Sroka, any cautions when paste waxing in direct sunlight? McGuire's Gold Class Carnauba. Don't. It will dry and harden and be very hard to get off, and it'll make a lot of work for you to get it off. So try and keep it in the shade. Try and keep it cool. Try and put it on. Let it flash. Take it off. Bait Addict, nice to see that it really maintains the coating properties, or in one of his test cases, it made it better. Can't say the same about putting it over hydrophobic wax, though. Bait Addict, you're correct. On a coating, and this was another scientific test done by a guy with a hyperbolic chamber that he could do a full weather setup and all that kind of stuff. He also found that frequent application of Bead Maker on a coating would increase the lifespan quite significantly, which was really cool to see, especially on like a 2-year coating. So yeah.
People are always looking for tests, so it's nice to know that there's a lot of real-world examples out there.
Dr. Sudsy, what brand of carbon extractor do you like to use? I need to buy one and value your advice. Dr. Sudsy, I love the Therminators. They are a great machine, a dual vacuum. The only thing I didn't like was that it didn't have an inline filter. So I liked the Mighty Spiders for that. But the best part about the Terminators and the Mighties, however, the Terminator I feel is far simpler. If anything breaks, it's very easy to replace and fix yourself. There's only about 4 parts in the entire thing.
I was going to ask
So-
if the filter was a V or horizontally opposed instead.
They don't have
Bad
filters,
jokes.
so
Bad jokes.
yeah. Christopher Orton, can you use OptiSeal instead of headlight coating for restoring headlights? You can, but the OptiSeal is not a permanent solution or a very long-term solution. So just know that it's not going to last. G. Davis, I'm pitching a Dane and G. Davis reality show to the Bravo channel.
Oh,
the
dear.
show robes will sell out quickly.
I agree.
No.
Ben goes, would it help to Carnauba paste wax a car, then put Optimum car wax over it to make it more durable? No. Optimum spray wax is far more durable
Honestly.
than a paste wax, old school paste wax, just so you
UV
know.
inhibitors in
Yep.
it too. So
Yeah, much easier, faster, and actually just as durable, if not stronger.
it's less work,
Yeah.
and in the end, the amount of work is the only difference, really.
Yep. G. Davis says, please ask Jim White what the difference is between £1 and £1. Panhandle says, just came back from ordering a gallon of PNS shampoo and Brake Buster. All
Nice,
right.
dude. Right on, man.
Good
Thank
work.
you.
Bait Addict, cheers, guys. Always a pleasure. Looking forward to the Lord of Dane style towels to avoid copyright infringement. Jamie the Cleaner, good stuff as always. See you guys next week. Funky T1000, what are your views on ceramic infused wax? They work just fine, but
Yeah,
they're
they're-
not anything stronger than a ceramic coating. Just know that you get the lifespan of a normal wax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yoshi, what's up, dude?
It's
Thanks
not
for
a
stopping
coating.
in.
All right, guys. We will see you later. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for coming to see us. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for going live with us. Please
Absolutely.
watch the Wash Wednesday episode.
Yes, go wash it.
Go wash
All
it.
right.
Show it. Send it out to your family. Send it
For
out to
those-
your friends.
Who are listening to this
Show your
podcast
stepkids.
after
Show
the
it to
fact.
your
Yes,
stepkids.
impress your stepkids. Show them the Ariel Adam Wash Wednesday episode. They will
Give
really
them the
enjoy
fun
seeing a
fact
car.
that Dane created that little image of the car going around the track as full-on old-school stop-motion animation.
Yeah, once they know how much work went into that, maybe they'll appreciate it too. All right, well, that's enough of that. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. If you're listening to this, you're probably hearing it on Spotify, iTunes, somewhere like that. And if you're looking for a place, those are good places to find us at the Rag Company Podcast. Now, if you're on watching this, you're on YouTube on the Rag Company Podcast or the Rag Company YouTube channel. Either one of those. Make sure you're subscribed to both. We really appreciate that. And till next time, next week, this is us saying adios.
See ya.